know why the microphone wasn't working there. I think we're working now. It was weird. My button wasn't working. Hello, boys and girls. How are we doing? New save o'clock, I see. Goodness me. Chat's a bit busy, isn't it? Welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the pre-stream stream. We are starting a brand new save at 7 o'clock today. You've got 5 minutes to have a wee, make a cup of tea, do whatever you want to do to get yourself ready for the start of something spectacular. We'll go over all the rules and how the save and stuff is going to work at 7 o'clock once we're properly up and running. But before then, we do have a little bit of business to attend to, and that is the giving away. Dave, move. In fact, I can use Dave Cam. I don't even have to pull it down. We have the giving away of the there it is next to me. The Isle of Man shirt. We're giving that away because I don't really need that anymore. So if you watch the video I put up on YouTube this morning, as much as that view from the side of my face was nice, I'll move it. If you watch that video this morning, you'll know we're about to give that shirt away. Firstly, thank you to everyone who's subbing. Ben and Mikey Willow and Red Bullrin and Tim and Jack. Thank you everybody for the subs. Shall we give this shirt away? Yeah, we're going to. There was a tweet you had to retweet. You've probably got like a matter of seconds to go and retweet it if you haven't already retweeted it. It was this tweet from earlier today announcing the video that also announced that the series was going to be happening. So in order to be in with a chance of winning the shirt, you had to retweet the tweet. I've now taken a link to the tweet. I've taken it into this website called Retweet Picker, which is trying to sell me a set of hair straighteners as well in the adverts. Google advertising works. That's what I bought Lucy for her birthday. So, you know, it knows what I've bought recently and is now trying to sell me more of them, which is a little bit weird. Fleming, Mike, Paul, Mr. Davidson, hello, Kevin, Harvey, everyone. Thank you to all of you for the subs. Okay. But we are now going to we're going to draw a winner. So I've put the tweet in there. There you go. The tweet URL is in there. Do you want me to do that live to prove that I'm actually doing it? So copy link to tweet, pop said tweet in there, and then we're going to select the winner. So the winner of the FC Isle of Man shirt is how this person. How do we? Should we just? I don't know how to say that. Are you in now? Jukka Hauta Aho. I've got to post a shirt all the way to bloody Finland. Oh, I should have put some rules on this, shouldn't I? My word. Congratulations, Jukka. You have won the shirt. I'll open a DM so I remember to do it later. Can't believe that. I've got to post it to Finland. Remember rules next time, Kev. My word. Oh, God. How much does it cost to post a football shirt to Finland? Am I DMing BT? I mean, is that any of your business? You did just see that I was. I mean, anyone who follows me on Twitter knows I'm having problems with BT. So, yeah, they're amongst the companies that I DM every now and again. I was hoping it would be to the US. God, my word. How much does it cost to post a football shirt to Finland? Oh, good job we got some new subs in to pay for it. My goodness. Good job we got that advert on the Football Manager video today. First ever advert on the Football Manager YouTube channel, I think, for Skillshare. If you haven't signed up for Skillshare yet, now you know that I need to pay for a postage to Finland. Feel free to get on board with that. The link's in today's home video. El Perfect Mysterio, thank you for the sub. Also Immortal Pretend, thank you for subbing as well. And we're going to be getting going with a stream in just a second. We're just waiting for the clock to tick over to 7 o'clock, just to give everybody a chance to get in. I think it'll be about £60 to send it over. I mean, it's not going to be close to £60 to post a shirt to Finland. I'll drive it there for 60 quid. That's ridiculous. Obviously it's going to go by Hermes. Can you post by Hermes internationally? That's how I normally send stuff, because they'll collect it from my house. I don't want to go to the post office. You could send a human for £60. Yeah, exactly. If it ends up being 60 quid, I'm just going to put it in a big cannon and send it towards Finland. Just point the cannon at Finland and just assume it's going to get all the way there. Right, shall we get started on the save? We probably should get started on the save. Royal Mail now collect. Do they? I was not aware that was a thing that you could do. Oh, here you go. Daft Pigeons in. International tracked up to £50. Blah, 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 blah. What's the actual price? Tell me how much the price is. Well, I don't need it tracked and signed for, do I? I'll be sending it second class letter. I'll squeeze it into an envelope and it will go as a second class letter. You don't need to worry about it being, it's not going as a parcel and it's certainly not to be signed for. Mr. M. Woods, thank you for the sub. Right. Yes, but they're very slow. I mean, this person's getting a free shirt. I don't care if it doesn't get there for 3 years. I'm doing my bit by putting it in the post. Sam, thank you for the sub as well. I hope I've not missed anyone out. The subs are flying in thick and fast. I'm gonna explain the save for a moment, and then we'll get into thanking more subs again in a second, because otherwise I'm going to get myself all tongue-tied. So, the plan. Firstly, if you don't know why we're starting a new save, if one of the mods, I assume we've got some mods in, if one of the mods could set up a command for the video I put on YouTube this morning explaining why the Isle of Man save ended, it just means I don't have to constantly explain it forever. So I see you're in, Jack. You get the short straw, so I just noticed you. If you could set up like an Isle of Man command, just so that we know that we can send people towards it, so I don't have to keep explaining it for the next 2 weeks. But the Isle of Man save had to end because the database was broken. So we're playing it safe and going with just the vanilla databases that come with the game, but doing something a little bit different. We're loading up. Now, I've had several lectures in the YouTube comments today and on Twitter today that I've been saying this wrong, and you're not allowed to call it the British Isles, apparently, even though that's what it said in the encyclopedia when I looked it up yesterday. So I've loaded up all the leagues from the UK and Ireland. See? Respectful. Kev listens. I've loaded up all the leagues from the UK and Ireland down to their lowest playable leagues. So in England, that's down to the National League North and South. There's 2 divisions in Ireland. There's 3 divisions in Northern Ireland, 4 in Scotland and 2 in Wales. I've loaded all of those up. I've also loaded up all of the players that are based in there as well. So we've got a slightly larger database than we normally would have. I don't want the problem we had with Isle of Man where we weren't able to sign anybody. So I figured that was going to help me with that. And then the plan is we're going to start unemployed. And, oh, hold on. Why does it say starting as manager of Peterborough? Let's fix that. We're going to start unemployed. The only rule, there is one rule only. I don't know if it's going to be a road to glory. I don't know if it's going to be a journeyman. I don't know what the plan is going to be. We'll figure it all out as we go. It's just a football manager save. But the one rule is we can't start in England. So I'm going to be starting unemployed, applying for every job that I can get, and then we'll end up somewhere that's not in England, which will be something people have been asking me to do for ages. People are always saying, Kev, come to Ireland. Kev, come to Wales. Etc. etc. So we'll see where we end up, I guess. Where did I get to? Thanking these subs. Super Cool Gaming, thank you. Hollandinho, thank you. James and Luton Edwards, thank you to both of you as well for the subs. The only other things we've added on, like we normally do, we're adding players to playable leagues. So any of these, I don't know how well the research is done in these leagues. I've never looked, but I'm assuming in the Irish 3rd Division, the Bluefin Sport Premier Intermediate League, that's Northern Irish, isn't it? Oh, that's a mistake I can't start making, or I will get in trouble. I would suggest there's maybe players that need adding to some of those clubs. They're probably not fully researched. They might be. What do I know? But if there are any clubs that need players adding, they'll get added. And I'm also, as ever, preventing use of the in-game editor. We're now going to hit start game. What I haven't done yet is picked a manager profile or coaching badges or anything. I'm going to set all those to minimum as well. Just getting the database set up now. While a few more subs roll in. So Conhow, thank you for the sub. Jack, thank you for the sub as well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Why are people requesting clubs? It's potluck. I mean, I don't know. I imagine at some point we'll get to the point where we have a couple to choose from. Certainly when we did the Isle of Man one, there was loads of clubs available, but that's because we used a custom database. This time, presumably, most of these clubs are going to have managers in place, so we're probably not going to be starting at the start of a season, would be my guess. Also, Mr. H, thank you very much for the gifted subs.
Gifted 2 subs.
Much appreciated. There'll be plenty of jobs in January. I'm sure there will be plenty of jobs in January, definitely. I hope your neighbours think you're an international businessman in that suit. My neighbours, I don't have neighbours either side at the moment. Since we moved in October, the neighbours either side of us have moved out and there's no one across the street. Across the street is a wall and a little parking area. So there's no one anywhere near my house. I think I've scared them all off, which is awesome because I can be as loud as I like. Might just buy the whole street. But the person who probably does wonder what I get up to in here is my postman, because I answer the door in newsreader attire. So shirt and tie and jacket on the top half and usually a pair of shorts or pajama bottoms or something on the bottom half. So the postman probably has no idea. I mean, he delivers the PO box stuff as well. So if he's clued up, I imagine he'll have figured out what I do by now. But maybe not. Maybe he's still wondering what goes on behind this door. Right, we're going to keep the normal face and stuff. What we are going to do is we can start with no badges and Sunday League footballer. And I am going to be a suit manager, not a tracksuit manager. I don't own a tracksuit. I'm going to be a motivational suit wearing manager, which will give me those as my starting attributes. And expected for managing it. Why is it telling me about the Premier Division? I don't think I'm going to be managing in the Premier Division. So we'll call this new. Why is that not working? Let's try that again. We'll call this new Twitch save, which will really confuse me in like a year's time. Did he comment on the envelope with my face on the other day? No, that one just came through the door. Right, so there you go. We are in. There's my managerial profile. Don't I look handsome? Are there any jobs available immediately? I guess is the first thing we want to look at. So we're looking for manager jobs. Only club. I'm not interested in doing international. I don't want to do reserves or youth teams. And we're not going to do England. Why is that? Do we have to take off the individual English divisions as well? So that means there is one job available at the moment at Waterford in the Irish Premier Division. So I have no idea if that's too high, if we're likely to get this, but I will apply for it and we will see what happens. I guess for now, we just holiday for a bit until we get an interview. So if we go on holiday, apply for managerial jobs. Oh, we can actually apply at bottom division clubs. That's probably... Is that the sensible thing to do? Or any... Let's just apply at any clubs and let the game decide where we're going to end up. And then I want to return from holiday when we get offered. Is that what this does? I don't really use holiday very often. Do we just go on holiday indefinitely? Will that then bring me back if I get offered something? Have we got any holidaying experts in? So we click indefinitely, we go on holiday, and then we'll just wait for an interview, I guess.
I haven't missed too much.
Right, what else has been going on? Lego Lich, thank you for hosting the channel. Gregcellent, thank you for the sub as well. Very kind of you. So now I guess we just wait and see what happens. Do we have mods? Should we set... I know you lot are into the gambling on the channel at the moment. Mods, do you want to set up a bet for what nation you think we're most likely to start in, and we can do a little bit of a community betting thing? We can't be in England, but we can be Northern Ireland, Ireland, Scotland, or Wales. So if you want to set that up for us, mods, and we can get people gambling their channel points. Oh, you can only have 2 options. Is that... Oh, really? That's rubbish. Why can you only have 2 options? Then we can't do that. That was... I mean, I'm new to this betting lark. I guess we could do a poll. Should we do a poll instead, mods? Mods, do a poll instead. Do I need to use the mod voice? Let's do a poll instead. So we've got the 4 options. Where do you want me to start? Or where do you think we're going to start, I guess? Need the mod voice. I'd like to think... Is Jack the only mod in, bless him? Someone's just said, why is slow mode on? Because there's 700 people in here and Jack's on his own, I think. Which is... I mean, I think that's a good enough reason for having slow mode on. And you're going to miss the whole transfer window like this. I mean... There's no use doing a transfer window if I don't have a club to do them for, is there? So there's not really much way around that. We'll get a club when we get a club. Yeah, there you go. Fred Star's got the right idea. We'll do a poll and then you can gamble on the top 2. Maybe we could gamble on the top one. It could be, do you think we'll end up there or not end up there? Because that way there's a definitive outcome, isn't there? Have we set up this poll yet, Jack? Have I got to do my own poll? I've got to work out how to do a poll. Or do we think Jack's doing it? Does Jack get a bonus for this? The fact he's not replying, I would suggest means he's doing it. Yeah, exclude England. So just the 4 other nations, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Northern Ireland. Which one, as a poll, do you think we're most likely to end up starting out? Or do you want us to start? And then whoever wins the poll will then put that into a bet of, do you think we're going to start there or somewhere else? That's the plan. You should definitely turn off rolling auto saves. The holidaying will take forever. I mean, the saves take like 4 seconds. We're already into September. We started in July. It hasn't taken that long, has it? Right. So you can now vote in the poll. There's only 3 options there. Why is there only 3 options? Have we just decided Ireland doesn't exist? I mean, that's going to be contentious straight away, isn't it? Oh, God. Oh, my word. Well. Should we kill that poll? Report poll. How do we end a poll early and redo it with all 4 nations on there? I think it's been stopped. It's being redone. That's Brexit for you. Oh, God. Let's not get politics into it. We've got Mike in as well as another mod. Mike, you're a mod here, aren't you? Are you a mod here? If you're not, you're about to be. You should be. There you go. I don't know if he was before, but I've just made sure he is. Right, Mike, you can help Jack out. I don't know if you wanted it, but you've got it now. You've got the job. Congratulations on your interview. You can help out with the modding while Jack's doing the poll. There you go. So now we can vote. So this is where do you want us to start? Wales is massively ahead at the moment. Undy is insecure. Someone was talking about Undy before. I mean, I like a pun job. Managing somewhere called Undy would be sensational. I think I can get on board with being the manager of Undy. Right. It looks like Wales is well ahead. So once we've got to the end of the poll, the bet will be Wales or elsewhere for the first job, and then you can have a bet. I like it. I'm encouraging you all to waste your channel points. And talking of wasting your channel points, I bet you're glad I didn't let you use them on FC Isle of Man yet. That would have been disastrous. Lou King, or are you called Lou King, or is it a play on looking? You're probably called Lou, aren't you? Thank you for the sub either way. Go to Aberdeen. I don't think I'm going to walk straight into Aberdeen, am I? But you can then decide the winner. I mean, I would imagine, because of the nature of how it's going to be, we're just going to end up taking the first job we're offered. I can't imagine we're going to turn a job down, are we? It's very different to when we were doing the FC Isle of Man job hunting, and there was like 300 jobs available. Kev returned from holiday. Why? I mean, I will. I'll follow orders. This is where we find out we've missed like 15 interviews. My weekly jobs update. This is like going to the job centre. This is great. I haven't done that for a few years. Brooksy, thank you very much for the sub. We get lots of weekly jobs updates. But it looks like we should probably... Oh, Port Talbot. I don't know if we're likely to get a job at Port Talbot. We've certainly not been offered any interviews yet. Shall we see what's available? So these two are available. Presumably, I have already applied for them, or I should have applied for them. Am I actually... Is it working? Am I actually applying for these jobs? I mean, I'll apply for them. The game should have been doing that for me. Apply for all jobs. But I don't know that it actually was. Let's go back on holiday. Apply for all jobs. Let's see what happens. So it did apply. Okay, so it does apply eventually. That's all right then. Elite Ireland. Thank you very much for the sub. I hope the tier 10 database is not breaking as I've got Kent Football Club into League 2. You'll know if it... Oh, there you go. We've got an interview at Port Talbot. Right, Wales is already ahead in the... Right, Wales has won the poll, so now we can... I guess we can do the bet. And it really does come down to a bet of do you think I'm going to get the Port Talbot job or not? So they are in the JD Cymru. How do you say that? Oh, I can't go to Wales. Is this the top division or is this one of the lower divisions in Wales? So this is... So they split it into north and south, do they? So this is like a second division south. Okay. And they're in the relegation zone. I mean, that's not going to be hard. Hello, Gerald. How are you doing? I'm Kev. How do you do? What colour do you play? I can't manage a team that wears white kits. What colour am I supposed to set the lights if we have white kits? I mean, that doesn't work with my colour scheme. Hello, Gerald. How are you doing? Can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a few jobs right now? I'm unemployed, Gerald. I've applied at Asda as well. I'll take anything. I'm just trying to... I'm merely considering my options, Gerald. We want to ensure that the dressing room atmosphere is much better than under the previous manager. Can you assure us there'll be no problems? I'll level with you, Gerald. I've never done this before. I don't know. Anything can happen. You're taking a risk with me. The club's looking to hire a manager comfortable working with limited resources. Am I that manager? Yes, I am. Everyone knows if there's one thing I'm good at, it's managing resources at football clubs. I don't need to make any changes. I'm more than happy to work with the club's existing support scheme. Nida Rosny, thank you very much for the sub. Yeah, I'll work with the director of football. I can live with that. Oh, we have... So you're expecting us to finish top half this year, even though you're in the relegation zone and you just sacked your manager? It's ambitious, and promotion next year. So you've got ambition, Gerald. I respect that, but I hope you're going to back me financially if I get the job. I'm not going to exceed... I'll do you a top half finish. That's it. I proposed transfer budget of £1,000. Spectacular. I can agree with that. And oh my God, that's less than we had at FC Isle of Man at the start. How small is the Welsh League? I've never managed in Wales before. Is this normal? Hi Cotton, thank you for the sub. That's absurd. A proposed wage budget of £846 per week. Oh my word. Are there any requests? I was like, yeah, can I have some money? How much are you going to pay me, Gerald? Don't be offering me £600 a week or something ridiculous and not offering the players anything. I want to be there for the players as well. Should we... Who are you? Harrison McNeil, how are you doing? Am I open to working abroad? I mean, what's that got to do with anything? I wasn't stopping him for a chat. Get lost, Harrison. Right, and I guess now we're waiting. Foreign leagues aren't loaded, but I'm excited about the prospect of going to them. In real life, the hometown Aberystwyth manager is on £100 per game. That's quite impressive. Right, so I guess we can now go back on holiday, and it will just jump us back out again if we get offered it. And I guess it will then apply for other stuff as well. So let's jump back on holiday. Oh, I mean, I can't manage. Llanelli? Is that Llanelli? Is that... can I honestly manage these in good conscience, knowing that there's not a chance I'm ever going to say the name correctly? I'm glad you've given me the chance to talk to the club. Let's get down to business. Can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a number of jobs right now? I mean, could you not have just asked Gerald? Wayne. Wayne doesn't feel very chairman-y. I don't know how comfortable I am working for a man called Wayne. I'm the sort of manager who it's my intention to commit to a long and successful... I mean, offer me the job first, Wayne. I'll do... Can you assure us you'd have no problems securing the backing of your players? Yeah, I'm good at all that. Club's looking for limited resources again, yeah. I hear that's the way around here. And what's yeah, I don't need to do any changes. Yeah, why do you all have directors of football in Wales? Is that a Welsh thing? That's weird. So you want top half and then promotion as well. How many promotion spots are there, incidentally, Wayne? Because I'm talking to a number of clubs and you all seem to be expecting to get promoted. Wayne, you little flirt. That's twice what Port Talbot are offering. I know which job I want. Are all the Welsh kits white? That's a good question. Or is it... It might be... I think there's a glitch where the interviews actually take place in my office. Because I think when we did the interview... I think I did the Blackburn interview in Non-League to Legend on the video. And I was in an office with Kettering shirts on the wall. So I think this is my office, because I have an office, and this is my shirt. This is my vest, basically. And we don't actually know what colours they play in. I think that's the thing. Let's agree with that. No requests to propose. So that's 2 job interviews in. Back on holiday. Get myself on the first flight back to Gran Canaria. And wait for the phone to ring. Come on, then. You've worked for Wayne Bradley at Alfreton. Have I, by golly? Jay Crilly, thank you very much for the prime. What, that chairman was at Alfreton previously? Wow. Why is he not there anymore? What happened there? Can't wait for Kev to turn on the Real Madrid job in non-inclusion because the kits don't match any of the background lights. I mean, oh, here we go. What do? We need another vote. Because Port Talbot are offering half the wages of Llanelli. I can't say them. So, mods, we need a poll. Which of these 2 clubs would you prefer to see me manage? I'm going to delay it initially. But I want to know, who would you rather see me manage? So we need a mod. A mod, Port Talbot or Llanelli. I feel like I nailed it first time and now I can't do it again. Perhaps I need a more moist mouth. But we're delaying for now. Let's see if we got offered the other one as well. We're not going back to Gran Canaria this time. £170 a week. Is there all of a sudden... oh, these are just insecure jobs. This feels a little bit like the vultures are circling. Zedman, thank you for the sub. I'm getting an email every week telling me how likely colleagues are to get sacked. Is the whole of Wales going to get sacked? How can the entire Welsh League be underperforming? Who's in there winning it? Right, I'm not in charge. The last guy who interviewed me was a moron. I don't want to talk to anybody else. Llanelli. Is that right? I love the fact that there's 2 people doing it phonetically in the chat and they're both doing it completely differently. Right, we've been offered this one as well. Is this the one we want? Did we get a poll? I'll wait for the poll result. So I've been offered Llanelli as well. Oh, people are going to hate me. It's a nice red kit. It's a nice kit, actually. I could see myself with that on the wall behind me. Whereabouts in Wales is Llanelli? Don't they do rugby as well? Is that right? Or is that just the whole of Wales? I feel like there's a rugby team there. Google Translate, that's a good idea. How do you do Google Translate? Google Translate. Let's see what Google Translate says.
Llanelli.
Brilliant.
Llanelli.
I'm going with that then. I'm going for Llanelli.
Llanelli.
Can we put that to Welsh? Is Welsh on here?
Llanelli.
I mean, that's verified now.
Finale. Finale. Finale.
Linelli, Linelli, Linelli,
Finale.
Linelli,
Finale.
Linelli,
Finale.
I like this one.
Linelli,
I can say Linelli.
Linelli,
Oh, people are going to hate me.
Linelli,
I mean, how do I do that noise?
Finale. 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 Finale.
Linelli,
I'm going with her.
Linelli,
That's translated from Welsh to English. They're just going to have to get used to me.
Linelli,
Right, I wanted a map. I want to know where we are. Where is it? Oh, we're near the water. Lovely. Okay. So it's near the... It's right on the M4. So if I need to get out quick and get over to Bristol to have someone agree with me that it's Linelli, how long is it to Bristol? How long to get to Bristol? Bristol. $31-hour walk. I'll probably drive. 1 hour, 40-minute drive. Brilliant. I can do that. 90 miles. Smashing. Right, I assume they won the poll. They did, so we're taking the job. House hunt. I don't think we're going to get a house for the amount they're offering me. What was it? £170 a week? Let's see if I can squeeze some more money out of them. A 7-month contract. You expect me to get a house on a 7-month contract? No one's even going to rent me a house on a 7-month contract. My goodness. Hey, I mean, I'm moving from England. It's a 31-hour walk, and you're offering me a 7-month contract. Come on, give me a few more. Extra 12. Oh, for God's sake. For goodness sake, come on now. Right, there you go. We'll finalise the deal. Mortified. Right, let's... right move. Lanelli. Oh, you're all going to hate me. Halifax. Mortgage calculator. Other mortgage calculators. Where do you get mortgages from in Wales? Do they use Halifax as well? Or is there some magical Welsh building society that everybody uses? I want to get an idea of how much I could borrow. I'm buying my first home. It's just me. Anna doesn't want to come with me. How many adults or children rely on my income? None. Not even myself. I'm employed. How much do I earn a year? It's £170 a week on a 7-month contract. But I'm not going to tell you about the 7-month contract bit. So I'm earning £8,000. I don't know how much of a mortgage I'm going to get. I don't really get anything else. I'm going to do a few shifts down the chippy to round that up to 12 grand or something. I mean, 8,000, 9 grand a year. It's got to be below a living wage, isn't it? I'm surely going to get some benefits as well on top of that. Surely. No, I've not got any of this. I'll probably have some credit card balances and loans by the end of the 7 months if I've got to survive on... What's the longest we can do? 40. Give me 40 years. Let's make it as cheap as possible. You're not even going to let me do that. 25 then. I'm not that fussed. Just tell me how much it is. Based on what you told us, we don't think we can lend to you right now. Halifax? Come on. I've never had that happen before. Right. We're going to have to rent. We're going to have to, rent a room. We're in, I mean, why? That's weird. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Halifax, you disappointed me. This is why I won't let you sponsor me, no matter how much you ask. Right, we can afford, let's say on about a third of our income, we can afford £50 a week as long as it includes bills, probably. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe. Okay. Oh. Okay. We can buy a caravan. It's the only option, I think. How much do caravans cost? We're going to buy a used caravan. Ah, get my postcode off there. Ah. Oh, good job. That was a range of postcodes. We're going to buy a caravan. How much do used caravans cost? Deposits on caravans. Auto. No, I just want to know. Gumtree. Here we go. My goodness, are you serious? I'm only earning $8,000 a year. I'm not going to. Well, we'll live in the club. We'll be fine. I'm going to have an office. Which, hold on. Argos. Sleeping bag and tent. Surely you can get like a 2-for-1 and a sleeping. Oh, I'll have that one. Right, I'm going to have an Avengers sleeping bag blow-up mattress. It'll be fine. We're going to get one of these. We'll be all right. Should we get started with some Football Manager? Hooray! Oh, they're red. Hold on. Red. Is it a full-time job? That's a good question. It can't be on that salary, surely. Change office to red. One of them didn't change. That one's not changed. Oi! You! Change to red. Not you, Dave. We've still got one pink light. It'll have to do. Right. Is this a full-time job? Or can I go and work in Asda as well? I like the kit. The kit is quite cool. Founded in 2013. So this is is it a new club or a Phoenix club? Someone tell me the history. They're a semi-professional club. Historically, Llanelli Town have also been known as Llanelli. Okay, so does that mean they are a Phoenix club of the previous one? The L sound, raise your tongue to the top of your mouth and try to push the air out one side, almost like a hiss. I only learned to say my THs properly like 3 years ago. There's not a chance. Absolutely not a chance. The club play their home games at Stebben Heath Park and have below average training facilities. They're known as the Reds. And well, we're now the Red and Pinks because we can't change that light. We'll try that again. Change office to red. Oh, there we go. We are now known as the Reds again. Cracking. So we won a cup, the Nathaniel MG Cup, in 2008 before the club existed. Andy Legg is the assistant manager. The man who invented the long throw. Andy Legg, former Posh player. He can throw a football a very, very, very long way. Andy Legg, how are you doing? Never rated him. But, oh, God, what is this? Flatback 9, anybody? Yikes. Can we hear your Welsh accent? No. I mean, we've got Gethin. Gethin can do all the Welsh thought. Gethin can do all the Welsh for me. It'll be fine. Right, we need to finish in the top half. They want to get to the 4th round of the Welsh Cup. There's something called the Nathaniel MG Cup. Does someone want to explain what the Nathaniel MG Cup is? And yeah, we'll do all that stuff. Cool. Let's just announce to Twitter that we've ended up in a job. Give that a little... Apparently my tactical style is Route 1. I don't remember declaring that at any point. We have a job. Twitch.tv/LOLLUJO and then slap that on there. You reckon someone said they're on Twitter. Llanelli. Is that them? That's them, surely. Magic. see if they've got good social media or a bad social media. Right. Can we just confirm if I'm full-time or part-time? Where does it say? My contract. No, so okay, I'm part-time as well. So actually, I could have worked at Asda as well. I might have been able to buy a house. All is not lost. What's this? Ongoing negotiations. Not worried about any of that. Not worried about any of this at the moment, really. We just need to get our feet under the table and start winning some football matches. They're looking for a top half finish. Tactical direction. Oh, blimey. Only just got here. They're actually unbeaten in like 5 games. What happened to the previous manager? He resigned to... Where? He resigned and now doesn't exist, apparently. What, so he just retired 10 days ago and is now just gone and doesn't exist anymore? How odd.
Who'd we pick?
That's the chairman. So the chairman was the manager. Oh my word. I haven't thanked Rob for the bits, so thank you for the bits. There's a few subs I've not. The Goderator, Mr. Pep, Craig, Durban Boy, thank you all for the subs. Well, isn't he the guy who interviewed me? He might have been. Hold on, where's the staff? All staff. So the chairman was the manager and has decided he's rubbish at it. So it's brought... That's not good. A chairman who fancies himself as the manager, that's really not very good. He sacked himself. He sacked himself and now he's the chairman. Okay. Let's... God. What have I got myself in for? So this is Andy Legg's opinion on who our best player is. Was that a 16-year-old? Love it when a 16-year-old's your best player. Brilliant. So we've got a 16-year-old attacking midfielder who is the best player at the club. His natural position is as an advanced playmaker, but if he plays up front, he's a 5'9" target man. Wales. Amazing stuff. £5 per week. So we've got a decent right back, left midfielder. Can he must be able to play left wing. No, apparently he really can't. He's a makeshift left winger. We've got another striker. So are we actually going to do the cheesy wide diamond that is apparently the FM21 meta? Because we've got an attacking midfielder, we've got a deep midfielder, we've got strikers now. We've got him, Ryan Edwards. I'm on 4 times the chairman's wage. I should hope so. The chairman shouldn't be taking a wage. What kind of chairman takes a wage from the football club that they're chairman of? He should be pumping money in, not taking money out. HD Cantona, thank you very much. Alan Maddox, yeah, he's the one we're just looking at, isn't he? So he's our... You lot are going to hate him because he's got 7 for finishing, and that's all anybody cares about when it comes to judging attacking players. I've learned that from the comments on Non-League to Legend recently. Right, let's get a tactical jobby in place. So this is suggesting route 1, fluid counter-attack or direct counter-attack. How good actually are we? We might do a counter-attacking system if we're not very good. So we were expected to win the league. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We were expected to win the league. Wow. Okay, we're going to do what we know we can do in the lower leagues. And we're just going to do this. And we're going to like it. The only problem is it means that young lad's going to have to play out of position as a striker. But he'll get used to it. He'll be all right. We just want something nice and basic that isn't going to be too extravagant or complicated. We're going to play a target man. And we're going to obviously play for set pieces because we love a bit of set pieces. And then we'll maybe do a direct counter-attacking version of it as well. Just get 3 systems being trained. And I guess as a third one, we'll do a route 1 version of it. 3 variants on 4-4-2. But that's the one we're going to play almost always. I think that's the plan. Right. That's that done. Chapman to meet the media. Do I really have to? All right, Dan. A lot of chairs out, isn't there? Should we sit on these two? We could sit up here, to be honest, if you... I mean, fine, I'll sit up here. You sit on one of these ones. Let's make it official. It's Dan Edwards, everybody, from the Welsh Football Daily. Welcome, first of all, Kevin. How do you feel sat here as a new... I can't get my tongue up there. I'm all right. Can we change the name? What do they have a nickname? Can we just call them the Reds from now on? It is a privilege. I'm very happy. Do you feel expectations asked of you this season have been fair? Yes. Yes, I do. You don't have much of a reputation to speak of. Well, Dan, you work for the Welsh Football Daily, so let's if we're both putting our cards on the table. Goodness me. Can you turn things around and lead Llanelli Town towards their expectations? Yes, I can, Dan. You arrive at the club as a replacement for Wayne Stevens, or is it? I mean, he's still here. He is still here, Dan. Do I think the next 3 fixtures represent a good chance? I haven't even looked who we're playing. Dan, did you get these out of press conference? Press conferences are us. Have you any decision? Dan, I've been here 20 minutes. You're the first person at the club I've spoken to. If you've met the players. I haven't. We've covered this. Yeah, they're really excited. What attracted me here? The name. I want to learn to speak Welsh, basically. Was there anything that gave you reason to doubt whether this was the right job? No. Other than that time, I couldn't even afford a caravan. I'm only concerned with repaying. Yeah, I am. Will I be looking to change the squad? Yeah, loads. What role can the supporters play in moving the club forward? They can just cheer when we score goals. Can you talk about the club's potential? Dan, this is a long press conference for one guy being here. I mean, yeah. How, Dan? Come on. Are we nearly done? How hard do you expect the players to work on the training ground? Quite hard, Dan. Is Nathan Logan gonna... I don't know who that is. No idea. How important... I don't know who he is either, Dan. While some managers are famous for their hands-on approach, I don't know, Dan. It's often said different managers favour different competitions. Is it? You hear that a lot, do you, Dan? Will you be concentrating primarily... yeah, I will be. Yes, I want to do that. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, everyone. That's all the questions we have to... Who's saying this? Aidan Lewis, the press officers turn up. Thank you, everyone. It's just Dan here. That's all the questions we have the time for today. Thank you, Aidan. Where were you 4 questions ago? Holy smokes. The Welsh Football Daily is one of those fake Twitter newspapers that were all the rage about 4 years ago. Right. Yeah, this is all lovely stuff. Oh, I'm still using my Isle of Man mug, by the way. I'm not a fan of Dan. Right. Do we have transfer windows here? When is our first game? Today. Right, let's do some... do a bit of this first. Do the usual. I don't want to be doing all this faffing about. Yeah, Wayne, you can... There you go. You can have something to do, Wayne. You can do that. And then someone else can do all this. Why have we got a technical director and a director of football and a chairman who fancies himself as a manager? What is it with all these backroom staff this year? I thought that was just a weird home thing and a weird Isle of Man thing, but it seems to be everywhere. Everywhere just has all of the staff roles filled, even though it's absolutely not necessary. How much money is there in the bank here? We're 32 grand in debt, and we've got a director of football and a technical director. Oh my word! Right, I'm not doing any of this nonsense. This is all beneath me. I'm here to motivate. Right, we're going to ask Spencer to do a little bit of that. We're not going to get him to do too much. Of course, we've got a loan manager. Of course we have. Find inside there. That's all good. And media, I'm not doing any of that. I mean, I've met Dan now. Was it Andy? It's over to you. You're dealing with Dan. I'm sure you'll be the best of friends. You can also do the training, tactics. Yeah, come on, Andy. You love it. You love a bit of tactics. And on match days, I'm obviously not doing my own friendlies. I'm not a caveman. Right, training, I assume we don't really do very much. No, okay. And the last, my final question, Your Honour, is: are there transfer windows here? Are we actually able to sign players now? Or do we have to wait? Where do we find such a thing? Transfer windows. So we are on a transfer window, so we can't bring anybody in. I guess apart maybe from free transfers, or I don't really know. Do you reckon we could sign free transfers? I mean, there's not really anyone I'm desperate to go and sign at the moment. We're over our wage budget, so we probably need to trim the club down a little bit first. Let's should we play a football match? Players currently unhappy. What's the matter with you, Nathan Logan? What are you unhappy about? Wants a new deal to reflect his ability? What, you want me to take some money off of you? Seems like a strange request, Nathan, but we can offer you like 30 quid a week if you want. Let's see. Now, that's not what you asked for, Nathan. Active is fun. Thank you very much for the sub. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, should I be committing to 2-year contracts for anybody on my first day? If it cheers him up. I mean, it's the same money he was on before. So it's going to be interesting to see if that tricks him. Oh, I got a new contract. He goes home to Mrs. Logan. Mrs. Logan, because I assume that's what he calls her. Mrs. Logan, you'll never guess what I did today. New manager's in. I got myself a fancy new contract. Well done, Nathan. Did you get a pay rise? No, I didn't. But it is a new contract, which is what I wanted. 1-up. 1-0, Nathan. Good work, Nathan. You got the better of me this time. We'll meet again, I'm sure. Right. That's fine there. Hold on. Isabella Brown says Musqua is a magnificent player. Oh, he's at Peterborough. Thought that was some insight into life in Llanelli. Right. Time for our first game. Lots of time to prepare. Where's the kid? Where's the young guy? What was his name? What was his name? I've got to go out and find him. Was it him? No. What was his name? Alan Maddox. Where is he? Why isn't he in the team? Oh, there he is. Oh, you're all tired out, Alan. Because you've started 3 games of professional football in your entire life, and now you're all tired out. Grow up and get on the pitch. Useless idiot. Right, get him on. That's our 5'9" target man taken care of. Logan is a poacher. Well, we can go with a poacher. I don't mind having a poacher. See the best one that we've got? Maddox and Logan are the best 2 strikers. Smith. Where's this Harding? Oh, Harding is shattered. I will let him off. Where is he? Because he's proper tired, so I'll allow him to sit it out. And he can stay as a winger. Howell. So Ryan Edwards would be the guy who'd actually play there. Why are we picking a guy so far down the pecking order? Oh, because these 2 are tired. Okay, fair enough. I can allow that as well. Does he want to be a winger, or does he want to be... I mean, what actually are you? You're a striker. Gwion, I've got a treat for you. We're doing something called the Terrell Whitaker. I'll explain it later. You'll be fine. You're not a striker anymore, Gwion. Right, Jordan Davies. is our best ball-winning midfielder. Excellent. Watkins is our best box-to-box midfielder. Excellent. Chris Thomas. We've got the Thomases. We've got Chris Thomas and Callum Thomas. Are they twins? He's 37 and a coach. And he's 25 and not. So probably not twins. Could that be his dad? He would have been 12. I've never been to Llanelli. I don't know if that's doable or not around these parts. Is he a lifer? Oh, he is. He's a lifer. What about this fella? I mean, he only started playing football when he was 23. Interesting. What was he up to? So do we have a better left back? I mean, that Alfie guy, wasn't he described as the best player at the club? Or was it just our cap? No, so I'm sure he was on here somewhere. I saw his name somewhere and I don't know why or where, but I feel like he should be playing. And I don't really know why he's not. I mean, in fact, because we've got a better right back, but could he play left back rather than this pensioner we've got over here at the moment? We'll stick him in there. And then Price and Jones are the two best centre backs. And then Joe Perry in goal. We get 7 subs, which is lovely. And I guess we just need to tweak the set pieces. Should we do some set piece takers? We'll just quick pick them. You don't normally get to see how long I take faffing around before I start playing a team for the first time. This is the amount of faff that normally goes into it. Yeah, the transfer window's closed for now. There will be players coming in, obviously, in January. But for now, we have no transfer window. We're going to be using these first couple of months in the job. Oh, we've got a 6'4" defender. Oh, Champions League, here we come. Get him in there. Is he the biggest? Yeah, he can do that. And then get him in there. Beautiful. And we are going to do long throws as well because we're in a relegation battle. So I immediately have no shame. Stick him on the near post for them. And then there as well. And that, boys and girls, is a team. Ta-da! Right. How are we doing? I don't care if they're tired. I'm judging them now. Go 4-4-1-1. Do I look Spanish to you? I'm not going to do anything so exotic. Kev, have you done a video on how to set up your set pieces correctly? No. I mean, feel free to clip the last 2 minutes and that would get the job done. Oh, my hands were up. Oh, I was just stretching. Just doing some yoga in the dugout, lads. I wasn't celebrating already. What's the goal of the save? To win loads of stuff. I mean, I'm not even guaranteeing it's definitely going to be a journeyman. We might just stay at Llanelli forever. It was... Is he sent off? That's a good start. Brilliant. 8 minutes in. We're down to 10 then. Well, that's the last you're going to see of him. Yeah, the rule, as Scotty said, the rule is there are no rules. The only rule was we couldn't start in England. From here, we're just going to do a Football Manager save and see what happens. We've currently got, just to summarise, we have 4 strikers on the pitch, 2 central midfielders, 2 centre backs, one of which is playing right back, and a right back who's playing left back. Well, I mean, what am I haven't got a clue what to do here. We're just going to do that. One defender. It'll be fine. One defender. Hey, lovely. Look, go to one striker. Do I look Spanish to you? It's going to be my response every time anyone suggests anything like that. I don't even know what it means. Yeah, flat back three. Guion Howell's been played out of position. I mean, he needs to get used to it. He'll be played out of position a lot if we've not got any wide players. Right. See, we're playing some nice football. Look at this. Guion Howell showing me that he is a right winger. Cutting in off the wing there. This is all wrong. This is all wrong. There you go. That's more like it. Oh, why is it so slow? It feels really slow. Do we normally play it on that speed? Or is it just this is how slow these players are? It just feels like everyone was moving really slowly. This feels a bit more like it. I don't want to watch them running around through treacle. Plus, I think we should have Wharton up here at halftime. Kev, do I look Spanish to you? Exactly. It's slow because you're in a league where everyone's terrible because they're slow and running in mud. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. We've put the speed up so it looks like they're better than they are. And by the way, this is a lovely goal. Bang. Told you he was good. He was my one change from the selection advice. That moves up to 7th. You what? We were in the relegation zone, weren't we? Did I miss something? This might be a little bit too quick. Oh dear. We might have to take this down a notch. There you go. Have we got a corner here? We've not got our big boy on there. Can I ask you a question about YouTube? How fast is LOLLUJO growing? It's the average growth rate of YouTube channels right now. No idea. I don't know what the average growth rate of YouTube channels is. I know it is the fastest Football Manager YouTube channel ever to reach 90,000 subscribers. I always used to describe it as the fastest growing Football Manager channel ever, but I think Zealand's probably pipped me on that, even though he's still smaller. He's growing really quickly. But, I mean, it's growing quick. It's growing really quick. Just tuning in, what's happened? Well, we're at Llanelli, and we had a player sent off. This is our first game. And now we're not winning anymore. And that is the summary of the evening so far. Oh, this is a funky tune. Oh, this one's got me moving. Bum 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 bum. Bow chicka bow wow. Okay, I've just got promoted to the Premier League with York and I'm struggling. That's because I don't know what the second half of that means. You're also beating Zealand and current viewers this evening. Can't help myself. See Zealand, must be victorious. It's just my default. Have we just given away a penalty? This hasn't been a good start. Anyone else from Wales laughing when Kev tries to say Llanelli? Or is it just me? I mean, I'm aware it's probably humorous. As long as it's humorous and not offensive, I'm comfortable. The FM gods heard you begin to trash talk about Zealand. Well, they would have been on my side. Everyone knows the FM gods favour me. Which is why I consistently destroy him. Destroy him! If we get relegated, will I download the 3rd division? No. I'll just get sacked and do a different club. Zealand does too much of that button clicking instead of proper stuff like mortgage calculators. Yeah, exactly. How many times has Zealand gone caravan shopping on a stream? Or gone to the Halifax mortgage calculator? We picked a sleeping bag today. But he didn't pick a sleeping bag, and the sleeping bag had a built-in mattress. So just any old sleeping bag. When you see that sleeping bag inflated in the back of the next stream, you'll realise my commitment to the cause. I'm waiting for the finale of this series when you troll everyone by delivering the entire stream in fluent Welsh. The sleeping bag was toddler-sized. I mean, it will still be full of air. I'll just put more air in it. It'll be fine. This isn't going well. I mean, it's my first ever game of football management. What I'm learning here is this, as a defensive formation, has its downsides. I don't think that's how inflatable things work. Look, I've seen balloons, and the more air you put in them, the bigger they get. So I'm fairly confident that's exactly how they work. Kev's not been camping in a bit if he thinks that's how sleeping bags work. I'm very confident that's how sleeping bags work. I might have to buy it to prove it now. Are Argos still open? As in, not like, as in, can I go there now at 8 o'clock at night? But if I order it, is it going to get delivered? Anna's going to be so confused. So you've brought a toddler-size Avengers sleeping bag. Just wondered if you wanted to take me through the process. Not really. Thank you. Argos is open. Right, we're going to order the sleeping bag then. Get rid of the shirt, replace it with a sleeping bag. I want to see Dave having a kip in the sleeping bag. And there'll be tax relief because it's a business expense. Exactly. I mean, I had a beach backdrop on last year's accounts for the Greek Odyssey. I put some weird stuff through my business account. Sleeping in the afternoon. Do I look Spanish to you? Exactly. That's going to be my latest. That's going to be the catchphrase for this series, and I still don't even know what it means. Do we not have... I can demote him to the under-19s as a punishment. We're just going to... I don't know what... Do we not have a code of conduct? I don't know what to... We'll fine him a week's wages. I don't know what the code of conduct is. I haven't set it yet. Swansea Uni genuinely in this league. My God, there's only 16 teams in it as well. Which means we really do need to get a wriggle on. What's a code of conduct? Do I look Spanish to you? Right. Oh, here we go. Now we get a code of conduct. So if they go AWOL for a fourth time, they get demoted. Fair enough, Andy. If they, I mean, I'm on board with that. Why are some teams allowed to play in the English league structure? History, tradition, I guess. They're allowed to because they were allowed to, I imagine, is the actual answer. James Cresser is going out on loan. He's our 6th choice goalkeeper. I mean, was I the manager here before? Why the hell have we got 6 goalkeepers? That seems very excessive. I'm not sending anyone on coaching courses until I'm on one myself. So are they going to let me go on one? No, well then I'm not sending anyone else on one. Ah. An answer that explains a lot of things in the UK. Yeah, exactly. Why is so-and-so allowed? Because it was allowed, so it's still allowed. That's why. Did I just tell them we're going to go up as champions? Well, probably shouldn't have done. They're thrilled, though. They're really... Andy Legg's expressionless. But the players are thrilled, and that's all I'm about. Because some agreed to join the Welsh League and others wanted to stay in the English League, such as Wrexham and Merthyr Town. Google Spanish-looking guy with beard and glasses. The first guy could be me in 30 years. See about that. This feels like a case of beard and glasses racism. Spanish. I can't spell or type. Looking guy with beard and glasses. Looks nothing like me. I mean, to be fair, my dad does look like Rafa Benitez, so there might be a bit of Spanish in me. Right, that was our little warm-up game. We're going to be fine now, so we're going to keep 10 players on the pitch. What's this? Who's this? Spencer, what are you doing to... I mean, go for it. We'll bring him in. He's alone, is he? So apparently we can bring players in even though the window is closed. I don't understand. I've never seen Kev's dad and Benitez in the same room. Most people haven't. Right. Sweeping changes being suggested for the Swansea Uni game. Fair enough. Is my dad Rafa Benitez? I don't really feel like I should answer that question. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, my dad to go back to Newcastle. I don't know if my dad's ever been to Newcastle. I'll have to check with him. So I don't think he is Rafa Benitez. Like, he doesn't sound like Rafa Benitez, but he does look a bit like him. But like I say, I've never ever seen him in the same room. So I don't know if that suggests they maybe are the same person. Shall we try the Spanish system? I see. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm not doing that. Do I look Spanish to you? Exactly. Next thing, Anna's going to come in and say, why are you yelling about being Spanish? No, you don't look Spanish. Let it drop. Kieran, do we think? He's got loads of potential. Kieran Richards, we're giving him his debut. There you go. Kev goes with youth. I like it. I'm all about the youth. Right. Give him a pat on the head. It's time to crack open a beverage, I think. Ooh. Oh, sugar plums. That went everywhere. Why has that gone everywhere? Right. Pump those fists. It's time to put this poor run of form to an end. Has anyone found me a link for a Planetly shirt yet that I can order? Is such a thing available? Liam, thank you for the sub. Did my tie recover the other night? Yeah, it was fine. Oh, Ches! The Chesnians are in.
LOLLUJO.
Welcome, Chesnians. How you doing? You're on it. What, you're looking for a... Let's try again. Planetly. Planetly? Is that how you say it? Ooh, Ches, that's how you greet someone. Look, I'm cool. I know on Twitch when someone comes in, you go, ooh. I didn't do it in a high enough voice. I have the link. Who should I send it to one of the mods? How's the diet going? Beautiful. Easiest I've ever done. I had a McDonald's for tea tonight. Easy peasy. Weigh in tomorrow morning. I had a McDonald's tonight. Watch this space to see if I ended up losing any weight. 30 quid on the Planetly website. Oh, I curled the end of that one a little bit. Someone send me the link. I'll get that ordered. How can they deliver quickly? I want that and the Avengers sleeping bag by next stream on Sunday. Probably unrealistic. Am I still doing the LOLLUJO Cup at the end of FM21? That's the plan. Although I may have forgotten to save the Leicester team before I holidayed forward 5 years. So Leicester probably aren't going to be in it. Oh, see, we're playing well now. Now we've got 11 men. This is my first thing I've discovered about this team. They play better when there's 11 players on the pitch. We did a football. We're the ones in red, aren't we? I think we are. We did a football. Woo! Beautiful stuff. Right, we have the Planetly Town shop. Beautiful. We'll get that ordered. Oh, you can get shorts. You can get shorts. They're only 12 quid. Oh, I tell you what, you might get some shorts. We'll have a look at that in a minute. I might go for I might wear the shorts with my suit. Do they have a club tie? We'll have a look together at the website in a minute. The website has an error. Is the error that it has shorts on it? When we end up in Scotland, if we end up in Scotland on this save, I'll have to get a kilt. Wouldn't that be nice? Get some Chapman tartan. I assume such a thing exists. Doesn't every family have tartan? Would you actually have to be Scottish? I think slow mode can probably come off now, mods. I've just noticed slow mode's still on. Now we're not all yelling out club names. I don't think we need slow mode on anymore. Right. What have we got going on here? Maddox is shattered. So follows can come on. We need a target man. He's 5'6" and we're asking him to come on and play target man. I'm no mathematician, but I don't think that's the best use of him, so we might swap those two over. What else have we got on the bench? We don't have a right midfielder, do we? Where's Guion, who played there in the last game and looked quite good? He's gone. Jordan Davis is having a terrible game. Let's get that guy on. Lovely. I wore a kilt for a wedding once. Lovely. I've never worn a kilt. I don't think I ever played a target man on FM. I hadn't ever really experimented with target men until Danny Pritchard that's a lovely miss. Danny Pritchard has made me think that it's something that I should do in non-league because he's been so effective. But I think what I probably need to remember is it's just that he's 6'5" and really talented. So it's not actually that target men are suddenly good. It's that Danny Pritchard's really good. There's a guy called Bishop Wisdom, did you say? That's amazing. I want Bishop Wisdom. You up? Hello? You're tired? You've just woken up? Anna's just woken up. It's 8:15 in the evening. Go to bed then. What, you've not done his bath or anything yet? Oh, you are a silly goose. Oh dear. Anna, we live in Wales now. What is he eating? What letters? Oh, the P.O. box stuff. Dave, don't eat the P.O. box. That means it's probably for him. Absolutely no selling the living in Wales thing, by the way. No comment on it. Anna! I want to ask if I look Spanish. She's too tired for me to mess with her. It's no fun. Right, come on. Let's just hold on for these last couple of minutes, boys and girls. Oh, nearly. These kits, by the way, I can't tell the difference between these two players. My red-green colour blindness is really struggling. So I hope there's not too many green kits in Wales or I'm not going to have much of a good time. That was a foul, surely. Oh, follows! 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 Lovely. 90% of Welsh kits are green. I really hope that's a huge exaggeration, because if they are, I am not going to have any idea what's going on. A majority favour red, green and white because of the Welsh flag. Random John, thank you very much for the sub.
Hope you are well, Kev.
I am well, Kev. Thank you. Well, there you go. We've just picked up our first win in Wales. Beautiful. Which means we can now look at that guy again. Hello, Spanish-looking guy with beard and glasses. Right. Oh, there is an error. The shorts are so cheap. Oh, it includes sponsors, boys and girls. How big do the shorts go? Where do you... I mean, do I not need to specify a size? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Maximum agility. I don't know about you lot, but I have been struggling with some of my clothes not having maximum agility. So I'm quite happy about that. What? What the hell is manhattanonline.co.uk? What virus-filled cesspit have you sent me to? Let's not buy that. Goodness me. In other words, they're tight-fitting. Like my underpants. Right, there you go. Nathan Logan was really happy. Search Llanelli Town FC shirt. Hold on. Llanelli Town shirt. It's the same website. Let me buy one. I don't want to go to manhattanonline.co.uk. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Every time you go on the Argos website, your postcode's there. That's my old postcode. Feel free to go and knock on that door as often as you want. Bum, bum, bum. Change the name of the stream. To what? Can't think of anything more clickbaity than the current name of the stream. Surely we've got some Welsh people in tonight. I imagine we probably have. I'm off to the old postcode, boys. Anyone coming with me? Send me a few pictures. I want to know if they fixed the house. Right, have we won the league yet? How far off the top? Is there only one team promoted? Idiots. And they've not lost yet. How many games are there? Do we play each other twice or more often than that? That's a funny looking trophy as well. Okay, so just 30 games. We play each other twice. Okay. One team promoted. 3 teams relegated from a 16-team division. Seems a bit tight. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a little bit Welsh. I think my granddad was born in Llanelli. I don't care about the medical centre. Have a look on the main website. They have a new chairman. Wayne has left. There's a nice pic of the new chairman. Why do I feel like this is something to amuse me? Probably need to put in more than that, don't I? Probably not the biggest thing about the town. So we've got a new chairman, have we? Oh, it's a snazzy loading screen on the website. Club announced new director, James Intzifel. Oh, can we see him? Where are you, James? There he is. He can't even do his tie-up. Come on, James. Do your tie-up, for goodness sake. James is a logistics business owner providing UK home and business delivery solutions. He set up the business in 2015 with a vision to offer both drivers and customers high performance in a high-speed, ever-changing environment. He has contracts with Amazon, Universal Music, Hermes, and many more. And in the near future, he's poised to expand the business further by adding to the 50-plus van fleet. Woo! 50 vans! And here's me having to live in a caravan. And he's there with 50 vans. Goodness me. Right, we're signing this guy. He can't even stand up straight for his photo. Right, here is Jack Wilson. Because apparently we can sign players on loan now. We're paying £52 a month for him. Oh, I love managing in Wales already. £52 a month. A £375 loan. Wow. Absolute madness. £1 a week. It's not £1 a week, it's £52 a month. More than £1 a day. It better be good for more than £1 a day. I could have spent that on flakes. I haven't bought a flake for years. I assume they're still less than £1. Right, where's the man of many flakes? Billy Willy, thank you for the sub. What a name. What a brilliant name. Billy Willy. What was the new boy's name? There he is. Jack Wilson. On the bench, eh? Right, have we got the tall boy back? That was him, wasn't it? There he is. He's 16 years old and 6'4". It should be 99p, surely. Flakes were never 99p. The ice creams with flakes in were never 99p. I don't know why it was ever called a 99. Didn't think you'd be the type of guy to do... I don't know what that means. I also don't know what Yino means at the end of it. I think you're probably using some kind of street talk with me and I don't understand any of it. I'm old. I'm sat here in my house playing computer games in a suit. You have to talk to me like an old person. "99 layers of chocolate in a flake, apparently." There's not layers, is there? It's bits. It's little sticks of it. Flake is at its best crumbled on top of like custard or something anyway, rather than eating it as a bar. Mush it all up. Crumbly, crumbly. NM12344, thank you for the bits. You study at Cardiff Uni. Excellent. Bum, 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 bum. Come on, boys. We can still get promoted this year. Why eat a flake when you can eat a twirl? Because you can't mush a twirl up as easily and put it on top of your custard or your rice pudding or your ice cream or whatever you want to put it on. I was at Swansea Uni for a few weeks before I dropped out. Marvellous. But you can use a twirl as a chocolate straw. In a world where the Kit Kat exists, why would you use a twirl? I've never really seen the point of twirls. Galaxy Ripple. All right, fancy pants. Galaxy. Galaxy's for the rich kids. I grew up on Penguins, not Galaxy. Nestle's better than Cadbury. Only if you're made of millions. Only if you're made of millions of pounds. You're a gazillionaire if you get Galaxy ahead of Cadbury. Cadbury's cheap. Galaxy's expensive. I think Penguins are the best. For lunchbox chocolate, I don't think you can do any better than a penguin. Penguins, we still get penguins sometimes now. Penguins are brilliant. I don't really like breakaways. Penguins are just brilliant. What are penguins? The best lunchbox chocolate bars. They're the same price. There's not a chance that a Galaxy Ripple is the same price as a normal person chocolate bar. Tunnocks caramel wafer. Nah, they're for old granddad type folk. My granddad used to like them, so they weren't cool enough for the kids. Why have a penguin? You can have an M&S hot cross bun. Exactly. But, you know, I didn't grow up with access to M&S hot cross buns. These days, that's my jam because I'm all fancy now. But back in the day, penguins were my source of deliciousness. His body's built on penguins. Right, we've got a plan. Does this look familiar to anybody? Probably shouldn't still have wing play on if we're going to do this. But just fiddling around a little bit to get this exactly how I want it. There you go. Ta-da! We'll try this. One straight out of Saves of the Past. That's a lovely long throw there. I feel a poll coming on, but there's only 5 options. Well, at some point when we've got a less busy stream going on, we'll do one of those tier list things on Lunchbox chocolate bars. I assume such a thing exists. I've been getting the Tesco £4.50 variety box. What's a Tesco £4.50 variety box? What goes in a variety box? I mean, you've got me at £4.50. I'm already in, but I want to know what's in it. Oh, follows is in it. No. What are them round mint biscuits called again? Round mint biscuits? That Raid Shadow Legends thing needs to stop. That promo's finished now. Hold the phone while I get that removed. Can we have a mod remove the command for Raid Shadow Legends? I'm going to remove the timer. Viscount. Viscount, I remember Viscounts being things that other kids had, but we never had Viscounts. We were very much penguins or wagon wheels. Wagon wheels, if they're on offer. Often the jammy one. I like a jammy wagon wheel. But the standard was always the penguin. That is a hard-fought point there. What is that word? My goodness. Weetabix. See, love Weetabix around here. I mean, there's too many of you in to say how I like Weetabix. It's more of a private one-on-one conversation. I can't really confess in public how I like my Weetabix too often because people always think I'm weird. I do have a specific way of eating Weetabix and love it. Tell us. No, because you'll think I'm a disgusting pervert. Warm milk. See, warm milk would be normal. I know people. I know plenty of people who have warm milk. I like my Weetabix with a little bit of butter and then marmalade on. No milk, nothing wet on them. Just a little bit of butter and a nice splodging of marmalade. Weetabix with marmalade. Oh, it's so good. It is delicious. I told you. You'd think I was a pervert. Not malt loaf. If you're putting marmalade on malt loaf, then you need to cut down on the sugar. Malt loaf is fine just with butter. Weetabix, delicious with a little bit of marmalade. Do I warm them up? No, just straight out of the box. Little bit of butter. Lot of marmalade. Absolutely stunning. It's so dry it sticks to the roof of your mouth. And then you're there trying to use your tongue to get this gloopy, dry marmalade mess off of your mouth and teeth. Good stuff. But then I'm a big marmalade fan. You need to prove it and eat one on stream. I don't think we've got any Weetabix at the moment. I've got no reason. I mean, I can't do it now because my fasting window. I'm fasting now until 12 o'clock. But if someone sends me a message, like a tweet or something on Sunday afternoon, I'll remember to get a box of Weetabix and I'll start Sunday night stream having some Weetabix and marmalade. It's really nice. I promise it's really nice. If I'm going to eat it on stream, you lot have got to try it. Because then you'll know it's good. I understand why clubs are not offering you jobs now, you Weetabix pervert. Yeah. There are no Weetabix available where I live. That sounds horrible. I mean, it is going to be a little bit wasteful buying a box of Weetabix when I don't eat breakfast anymore. And Anna doesn't like Weetabix. Every time Amy's here, it'll be like, what have I got for dinner today? You're having Weetabix. It needs eating up. So you're a cheese pervert and a Weetabix pervert. I'm not a cheese pervert. I don't even remember where that came from, but I remember telling you quite categorically not a cheese pervert. But I acknowledge the Weetabix thing's a little bit weird. But it's delicious, so it's fine. I mean, I also used to like lettuce and Marmite sandwiches. That was for an entire term in primary school. I would have lettuce and Marmite sandwiches. And if we ever had salad for tea, I'd only ever have it with a little scoop of Marmite on the side of the plate, where you might put some salad cream or some mayo or something. I'd scoop out some Marmite and dip my lettuce in it. It's the only way I'd eat salad, with Marmite on it. I think I could still murder a lettuce and Marmite sandwich now. What is Marmite? Like, really salty, sticky stuff. To be fair, I used to have pickled beetroot in my sandwiches. See, I don't really like pickles in general. Can't stand beetroot. My granddad would eat roast dinner with a massive heaped tablespoon of Branston pickle on it. My brother covers any roast dinner in mint sauce. The whole of it covered in mint sauce. Lettuce and Marmite, and people used to give me grief for jam sandwiches. Jam sandwiches are pretty standard, aren't they? My ex made me eat a spoonful of Marmite and said never tried it. I vomited a lot. Well, you would do. You don't eat Marmite off a spoon. You have a thin spreading of Marmite on something. I love Marmite, but I don't think I could just have a spoonful of it. That'd be dirty. Have Marmite. Do I have an Australian nan? Marmite and marmalade are both British things, surely, aren't they? I mean, I do have family in Australia, but I wouldn't say either of those are particularly known as Australian things. Crumpets and Marmite. I don't mind. I prefer crumpets just dripping with so much butter on that you can't bite into it without getting a butter beard. But I don't mind a bit of Marmite on there if you want. What happened to the Isle of Man save? The database happened. There is a video explaining all that I'm sure someone can link you to. Is poutine Canadian only? I've still never tried it. I mean, it's basically chips, cheese and gravy, isn't it? Poutine. Which I think is just a staple in the north of England as well. They just don't call it poutine. Oh, we are rubbish. We are rubbish. Cheese curds, not cheese. I don't know what cheese curds are. Has to be properly squeaky cheese curds. What is a cheese curd? You lot are telling me I'm disgusting. Wet chips, horrible. Cheese on chips, horrible. Chips should just be chips. If you really must put something on it, I'll allow you to put a little bit of Cajun spice on them. But get your filthy wet stuff off of my chips. You weirdos. Cheese curds are what cheese is made from. So it's half-made cheese. I don't have chips in a sauce. No. I like chips. I don't need to put sauce on them. Unfinished cheese. Kev has lost all credibility when it comes to food rules. I mean, to be fair though, I'm probably fatter than most of you, so I get more vote when it comes to food, because obviously I know more about food than you do, or else you'd be fatter than me. And that, I mean, that's indisputable logic there. If you weigh less than I do, it doesn't really matter what your thoughts are on food. I'm clearly the expert. The few of you who are fatter than me, you get a say. You mean to say you never had chips? I've had it. I just don't like it. I prefer it without the curry sauce. I don't really get the whole... If I have fish and chips, I have fish and chips. I don't have a wet thing with it. Anna will always have something like gravy or mushy peas or curry sauce or beans. She'll like work through it in a rotation. Just get all that stuff away from here. I don't want any of it. I need 3,000 calories a day to burn the calories from running. I need 4,000 calories a day to support my 24 stone body. So I'm still ahead of you there. My maintenance calories would be like 4,000. How many fat chefs do I know? Exactly the same amount as I do thin chefs. Not even ketchup. I don't like ketchup. We've just lost 4-0 at home. That one stung a little bit. Because it was so unexpected. After we'd just played quite well in the previous game. Tartar sauce and tartar sauce and a fish finger sandwich. That's a quality sandwich. Right. That didn't go very well. We've had a mixed start to life here in Wales. Are we in the top half of the table yet? Nope. We're not far away from it, so that's fine. Chip butty. If I'm having a chip butty and I want sauce on it, I'll have HP sauce, brown sauce. Brown sauce is the best sauce, obviously. As everybody knows. Everyone knows brown sauce is the best sauce. It's also the correct sauce to have on a bacon sandwich. Obviously brown sauce. If you want ketchup on your bacon sandwich, you may as well just sprinkle sugar on it. That's all ketchup is. Just sprinkly sugar. Do I know what a bunny chow is? I am not familiar with that phrase, no. We don't have HP here. I'd move then if that was the case. Bunny chow's curry and a loaf of bread. That sounds pretty nice. I could probably manage that. Putting sugar on it is not socially acceptable. Tomato sauce is. Yeah. Chips and beans in a sandwich. Hideous. The only time... I don't really like baked beans. The only time I like... Oh, God, I'm going to do it again. The only time I like baked beans is cold with a salad. So if I'm having a salad, rather than like mayo or anything like that, I just like beans straight from the tin over my salad. I don't really like them warm, but cold out of the tin over a salad. Cold beans are brilliant. Cold beans infinitely better than warm beans. Beans in a salad. Do I look Spanish to you? You should not be allowed to eat beans. But I see when I'm having like hotel breakfast and stuff, and they always have all the beans out. And it disgusts me. It genuinely disgusts me when people let the bean juice touch the bacon or the sausages or the hash browns or anything. Just get that filthy sugar water away from my delicious breakfast. Right, what are we going to do? Off the back of being spanked 4-0 at home. This is a cup game, isn't it? Are this not going to be any good? No, we're probably going to beat them anyway. So let's just stick with this one more time. See if it works. Didn't you have sausage mash with beans and gravy? I did, as a bit of a one-off. I wasn't a fan, but Anna likes it. And I couldn't be bothered to cook any real veg. Not going to be able to watch a YouTube series same way knowing you're a cold bean heathen. Cold beans are nice. What should I change the title? Now I need to add I violate food to the stream title. I don't violate food. Food is my friend. What other weird things do I like to eat? My dad eats cold beans out of the tin as a snack. Yeah, cold beans are great. Don't knock them till you tried them. Cold beans are brilliant. How's the Huel going? I mean, this isn't much of an advert for it now, but I really like Huel. I've been really enjoying it. I'm still having it for lunch every day. It's really good. So I guess that means no one else is ever going to buy Huel again. Cold beans. What are we going to go to next? Noodles with haggis. I've never eaten haggis. Not really the best time to rejoin the stream when I've barely eaten all day with all this food talk. I mean, we always talk about food. Black pudding is amazing. Black pudding's fine. I can take it or leave it. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it, but if it's there on a buffet breakfast, I usually have some. I mean, my typical, if I'm going, again, this is, I don't think this one's really weird, but so sometimes people do think it, I've occasionally broken fast with people who think I'm weird because I'm obviously ignoring the beans because they have no business being on a breakfast. It's like pineapple on a pizza. My typical Premier Inn buffet breakfast is like half a plate of mushrooms. Love mushrooms. Mushrooms are my favourite food. Like half a plate of mushrooms, quarter of a plate of scrambled egg, and then the other quarter just pile up hash brown, sausages and bacon. But it's mainly mushrooms. Mushrooms are the key part of the breakfast. You've lost over 100 viewers since this food talk. Maybe time to move on. People would have been leaving anyway. It's fine. People were here to see what team we were managing. I didn't expect everyone to stay all evening. Scrambled eggs and mushrooms cooked in butter on good toast. Now you're talking. There you go, see? I mean, which is why I can't have toast at a Premier Inn breakfast because it's never good. Now you're talking, Kev. Mushrooms and hash browns. Hey. Pineapple on pizza, defo not, but you have to have baked beans and a full English. It's law. It's not law. It's horrible. What's my view on pot noodle sandwiches? I'm not a massive pot noodle fan. I don't mind the spicier ones, but that's just because the spice then hides the fact they're not really very nice. We want Gegenpress in tier 10, but we're not in tier 10. So it's completely impossible for me to do. Scrambled egg and mushrooms on toast with a bit of chili. Sounds nice. How long am I streaming for? I'll be on till about 10. We are struggling against a team that don't even have a league. This isn't how today was supposed to go. I think we need a different tactic. This one's not working. I subbed and it never came through. Well, thank you for the sub anyway, Darth Pigeon. I mean, I'm sure it will come through shortly. I was winning this game 2-0 and then it all went wrong. We might still get back into it. I'm not that bothered about it. I am a little bit confused about why it's happening. when we were so comfortable and then it all went wrong. Breakfast should be sweet. Ugh. No, it shouldn't. Breakfast should be savoury. Saucy Trash, thank you for the sub. Yeah, this is a cup game. We might go really old school and do the 4-3-1-2. Not today, but from now on. We've got a lot of attacking midfielders and strikers. I think that's what we're leaning towards doing. Because we don't really have any wide players. There you go, Darth Pigeon, you've come through now. And Kimbo Technic has come through with a sub as well. Thank you very much. What qualifications did I start with? None. Today's the 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st century. Nice. And we're about to hit the 21st hour. There you go. And at some point, we'll be 21 minutes and 21 seconds past the 21st hour on the 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st century. That'll only ever happen once. It's going to happen during this stream. How exciting. What do I prefer, sausage or chicken? In what scenario? I mean, who am I kidding? Sausage in every scenario. I can't think of a situation where I'd choose chicken over sausage. Chicken sausage is not good. Just the fattiest, gristliest sausage. Have I ever had or was? I don't know what that is. I'm ignoring your questions. I can see you saying I'm ignoring your questions, but I haven't seen your questions. Remember, I can't see everything that comes through. The chat's very busy tonight. Need to go to Germany. When I went, it was sausage with every meal. Nice. I mean, considering I'm trying to be plant-based as much of the time as possible, probably a bad idea. Need to go there and have sausage all the time. I have never had square sausages. I think someone's mentioned square sausages before. Lincolnshire sausages are the best sausages. As a Lincolnshire boy, Lincolnshire sausages are the best sausages. Obviously. What is going on in this game? Do I like calamari? I do like calamari. I really like calamari. It's pretty much my go-to starter. I don't know what Lincolnshire sausages are. They're just nicely spiced sausages. Quite sagey Lincolnshire sausages. Do I have any saves outside of YouTube and Twitch? I do not. I don't have time. Players are off the... What's going on at Liverpool? People are mentioning Liverpool. What's happening with Liverpool? Don't all go and watch. Never should have said it. I'm going to be streaming to like 3 people in a minute. One person summarise it for the rest of us. No one else is allowed to leave. Would I be a guest on my podcast? Depends if your podcast is any good, I guess. Have I found any decent plant-based sausages? Heck ones are good. The green heck ones, I think. I can't remember. What are they? I think they're the breakfast sausage. They're the green ones anyway. They're nice. I don't know. Did we just score? Is he one of ours? He is. We're in the 118th minute. I couldn't remember which colour kit we were playing in. Richmond vegan sausages. People keep saying that to me, and the heck ones are nicer. I tried the Richmond ones, but the heck ones are much nicer. Right. Naked Glory sausages. An all-round range is awesome. The heck ones are the ones. It's all about the heck ones. The heck ones are really nice. Right. We won a football match. Delightful. Let's have a look at this team. Yeah, I think this is definitely pushing us towards a diamond or a 4-3-1-2. We've got one left winger who's any good, one right winger who's any good. But we've got lots of players in the middle. We are going old school. Clear slot. Create new tactic. Should we gegenpress it? We gegenpress a 4-3-1-2. See what happens. Exactly what we're going to do. It is exactly what we're going to do. So we want a 4-3-1-2 narrow. But we want him to be an attacking midfielder because I don't trust playmakers there. I want my playmaker here. Actually, no, because that young kid's a good playmaker, isn't he? So we will have the playmaker there. And then we'll have him as a ball-winning midfielder. And then we want a Mazzala and a Caballero. We're getting fancy. Do I look Spanish? I do now. My team suddenly looks Spanish. Get him as a pressing forward. And we still want... Actually, we've not been very good at set pieces so far. Perhaps we don't need to play for set pieces. What I think we probably need to do is get him up here. Why is that so empty? We swap them over maybe. Because we've got him coming forward. That pretty much covers the entire pitch, I think. Although now we're very unbalanced. We've got the two attackers on this side and the only... I think we're better this way around. Maybe we have them both. We've just got that hole in there. If we make him attacking, does that cover the hole? It doesn't. Make him a trequartista, it might do. No. It'll be fine. Maybe make him a Mazzala. No. Fine then. If that's how you're going to be. Let's do two Mazzalas. And put him on support. Not defend, support. No, we'll keep him as a carrot arrow. We'll keep him as a box-to-box midfielder. Well, we can't do that very well. It's not necessarily going to be him. It'll be fine. We'll do this. That's what we're going to try. And just stick the corner instruction on again. And... doink, doink, doink. There we go. So who are we playing next? Goitra United. We've got 2 home games in a row coming up. Good stuff. Put an actual attacking midfielder in there and it should be better. Okay, it was picking up on the player, was it? I wasn't even looking at the players who were in there. We'll have that young kid in there. That's the plan. Who are we managing? We are managing Planetly, which I still can't really say. But that's as close as I can get. J Mapilzak, thank you very much for the sub. Oh, at some point this evening, we've gone over 550 subs again. Thank you very much, boys and girls. Oh, what was that? The door just went, but Anna didn't walk through it. That was weird. That's not the worst pronunciation. Yes. So, Maddox in there, because he's our best player. We've got to play to his strength, and that is his strength, being in there. And then Logan and Wilson. Wilson's rubbish. Why did we bring him in? To play wide, probably, and then we're not going to do it. He doesn't really want to do that at all. So let's make him a carrot arrow. Okay, this is it. This is what we're going to do. Why can't we praise or criticize our training yet? Who did we get in the next round of the cup? Some Welsh team. Them. That's who we got. I had no idea Kev streamed. I mean, have I not mentioned it enough? But welcome. Well, it's been a long time since we've done the 4-3-1-2. Shall we see if it works? I saturated a whale save. It's brutal. No one wants to come to the team, and the ones who do come all want too much money. That sounds like where we got to at the end of Isle of Man. Right, come on, boys. Go out there, pick up where you left off in the last match. Gonna be beautiful. I reckon we'll win 16-0 in this game. Look, we've got a throw in. We're the red ones, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Come on, boys. See, we're knocking the ball around beautifully. I got the 4-3-1-2 working really well. Good. Hopefully I will as well. That's my plan anyway. People are really upset if they see I'm not using a preset tactic, though. Oh, ball over the top. Oh, see, look, we're all of a sudden we're a good side. Just knocking it around very comfortably at the back. We look better already. Oh, no. I mean, this is top tier commentary. This isn't like what you get in Non-League to Legend. This is, oh, whoa, ooh. God, oh, for goodness sake. It's because I'm actually watching the game and it's not going well. We're going to go back to the 4-4-2. Oh, I can't get sacked at the start of the save. That would be awful. But we know we've got a madman as a chairman, so anything can happen. We might have to go for a diamond. You know I like a diamond. We'll give this time to up. We've got to play with an attacking midfielder, I think, to give Maddox a chance. Oh, there you go. I knew Jack Wilson was good. I was talking about him before the stream because I knew how good he would be. Before the stream. Yeah, before we knew who we were managing, before we knew we'd signed him, I was talking about him. I meant before the match. Beautiful. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, we're going to have a goal here. Kev's a genius. Get your genius here, boys and girls. Get your genius here. One of my staff signed Wilson on my instruction. Because I'm a genius. Up to 10th in the table as well, which is still not top half. There's no playoffs either, which seems a little bit harsh. Right, at 2-1 up. Do we go more attacking to get more goals? Don't on play for set pieces. Might have to now. How do I get some of that genius? It's all to do with how tightly you knot your tie. You have to have it tight enough so you can feel it against your Adam's apple, but not so tight that you can't breathe because that cuts off the oxygen to your brain and loses some of the genius. What team am I playing as? I think people are just turning up to test me, aren't they? Llanelli. I feel like that was worse than the last time. I will buy a shirt and then I can just point at the shirt and go, them ones. The Welsh ones. It was better. Okay, we're getting better. Then I have no idea how it's supposed to sound. Wear a tie during a pandemic when I'm not streaming. Are you mad? Nah, get a tie on and then you'll be a genius like Kev. Is the home save streamed? It is not. Better than when you say Dundalk. Dundalk. Dundalk? Is that what it is? Something like that, isn't it? Love the smile when you check chat to see any reactions to my pronunciation of the club name. I still don't really know how it's supposed to sound. It's hard. Why can't everything just be easier for me? Everyone should accommodate me and fit around me, and then life would be easier for everyone. Put your tongue to the top of your mouth and say, people keep saying that. I don't really get what that means. Bearing in mind, it took me 35 years to understand what people meant when they said, put your tongue between your teeth when saying your THs, because I couldn't say my THs until like a week before I started YouTube. That was when I decided, right, I can finally start YouTube, because I can now finally do my THs. And even then, I don't get them some of the time. I slip back into my old habits, but it was a conscious effort to start saying 3 rather than 3. I had to try really hard, and I would not put myself on the internet until I learnt to speak properly. No, it's go away. Go away. Like when you're scraping your marmalade Weetabix off the roof of your mouth, then say the letter L. 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 That's not right. Did I have a lisp as a kid? No. Just never learnt to do my THs. Would I take a job in the Scottish Championship or SPFL? Yes. What club am I at? Pack it in. Pack it in. I'm not answering that question anymore. We're renaming them. I'm manager of the Reds. The Mighty Reds. I'm familiar with them now, so we can use our nickname. Oh, come on! I still want to manage Undy. Undy looks more fun. Thrash the Arms wasn't good enough. And Gethin say it any better. The only way we'll know is if someone asks him to when they're subbing. Right. Maybe Diamond. Diamond will be fine. Should we do a tiki-taka Diamond? That's not going to be a very good idea, is it? We want a gegenpress because we love gegenpressing. Let's whack a Diamond on there. Probably not going to use a complete forward at this level. I mean, we might just do this. Let's get this trained. This might be better because we have got... There was someone who could play defensive midfield. This guy, Simon Harries. So we get him in there. Just set the corners up one more time, and then you don't have to see me mess around with corners anymore. Then I'm a nut. Chelsea 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Thank you very much for the sub. Beautiful stuff. No, not far post. What do you think this is? Some ridiculous, weird version of history where we aim for the far post. Because we don't like to score goals anymore. Right, this is going to be where we start our winning run against Port Talbot, the other team that we could have ended up at. I'm not going to use vertical tiki-taka in Welsh, Southern, whatever it is, league. Far post. Do I look Spanish? Yeah. That's just going to be my answer to everything now. Do I look Spanish? No, of course not. I didn't get sacked from FC Isle of Man. I am still their manager, just not in this save. Ooh, cryptic. What could Kevin mean? There's a command for that. Vertical tiki-taka. Do I look Spanish? Vertical tiki-taka is a good old English system, I think you'll find. You know I love a vertical tiki-taka. Route 1 is the only way. No. Do I look like I live in an Avengers sleeping bag on my office floor? Exactly. Can we get a do I look Spanish emote? Someone's going to have to make it using a fancy font so it looks pretty. Do vertical long ball. I mean, that just sounds like there's going to be a lot of throw-ins given away. I kind of do look Spanish. What? How do I look Spanish? I don't really know what that means. What does Spanish look like? I'm not very good at putting my finger on people's nationalities based on what they look like. Fred Star, thank you for the bits. Gethin didn't say it though, did he? What a monster. I think you have to do 500 bits to make Gethin speak because it was getting abused, so I had to put a limit on there. Oh, I look like someone who uses an Avengers sleeping bag. I guess I probably do look like that. Yeah, it's the beard and glasses, isn't it? Right. This is the system. This is the route to success. I promise. Yeah, this is all good stuff. Beautiful stuff. Got a 37-year-old attacking wingback. That can't go wrong. Get in, speak. I actually don't know why he's not saying it now, because he should be. I think Gethin's on strike. Perhaps he's a Port Talbot fan. Definitely Gethin not working, and I don't know why. Someone try it on a sub. Someone's going to have to sub. Gegenpress. Am I German? I'm a little bit German. I'm not a little bit German. I'm a little bit French. Gethin's on furlough. Yeah, Gethin was employed by FC Isle of Man. He's still there. Maybe you actually sacked him when he pronounced scone wrong. I probably did. I mean, it was unforgivable. Am I going to get hounded out of Wales for saying scone? Do the French have a tactic? Yeah, give it to Thierry Henry and win trophies. They don't use it so much anymore. I guess the new version is give it to Mbappe and win. Oh, niblets. We built a whole tactic around him. Now he's done his groin. Grant's tactic is to handball it to the net. This is the first time in an FM21. What, that anyone in the world has done? I'd believe that. We are dangerously close to the relegation zone. Luckily, Port Talbot even closer, which is good. Can we do a football, please, boys? It's been a long time since we've won. My current tactic in League 1 is to give Michael Obafemi and forget about defence. Nice. I'm Irish, so the Henry's handball sticks with me more. See, definitely handball's an Argentine thing. It's easier to remember because it was in a big game. A big game that mattered. I meant Ligue 1, 2. Kev loses the Irish contingent. I already lost them on Twitter earlier today, apparently. Much as I love Henry, he wasn't the best player of all time. That's true as well. He was very good, though. One of the best of his generation. I'm a nut. I'm a nut. Edward, thank you very much for the sub. We don't have any central midfielders on the bench now. Who picks this team? It's a nightmare. Got Windy Pops as well. Right. Demand more. Do I not know who? I have no idea. I have nothing to do with picking the bench. I don't even check it. Oh, the goalkeeper dived. That made it look closer to us doing a football. Cristiano Ronaldo is the top goal scorer in history now or something. Apparently he is. No Pele though, is he? I'll forever not like him because he was an arrogant toad when he first signed for Man United. I imagine he probably still is an arrogant toad now. And I guess, to be fair, he's got reason to be an arrogant toad. Just didn't like him. Never liked him. Burrow, thank you for the gifted subs.
Burrow 27 just gifted 2 subs.
The Irish are here, Kev. Don't worry. We had to make sure you got the naming of the save right. That's why the save isn't going to have a name. Look, I spent 10 minutes looking up the correct thing to describe this collection of islands as. The Encyclopedia Britannica told me what to say, so I went with it. I didn't look up what do people like it to be called. I looked up what's it actually called. An encyclo what? Exactly. I looked in the Encyclopedia Britannica. You mean Google? No, because any old numbskull can put stuff on Google. I looked it on the encyclopedia on the internet. Carter. Encyclopedia Britannica. Its website. I think I googled something like, what are the British Isles called? And was just looking for an actual definition of what to call them because I kept getting it wrong. So I looked it up, thought, right, it is officially the British Isles. I'm safe to call it that. Called it, and immediately some fellas on there, you can't call it the British Isles. Oh, I had tried. I don't care about the politics. I'm just describing the geography. That bit near mainland Europe. Yeah. Just call it all Europe. I don't get upset if I'm told I'm in Europe. We are in Europe still, I guess. That's probably why. Never knew that calling it the British Isles was a problem. We learned that in school. I guess probably the reason we don't learn that in school in England is because the English don't see it as a problem, I guess. I imagine every country learns their own version of history, don't they? I imagine everyone else in the rest of the world is taught in school, don't call it the British Isles. The Irish won't like that. We're told, it's the British Isles. The Irish love it. That's my speculation. No, I'm in Austria and we learned to call it. Oh, and you did learn to call it that. Okay. What do you mean we're in Europe? You'll find we voted out, says Karen. Yeah, I don't think Karen knows what Europe is. We call it the British Isles in America. I think everywhere calls it the British Isles, apart from Ireland. I think that's what we established today. So what else do we call them? Australian here. Yeah, I think... I mean, this guy on Twitter said I should just call it the UK and Ireland. But that takes up more letters. In Australian, you call it Pommyland. What's wrong with calling it the British Isles? It implies that the Republic of Ireland is part of Britain. Was the gist of it, I think, which obviously it's not. Oh, goal line clearance. And then at the opposite end of the spectrum, I had a load of people saying, do a Commonwealth save. Look, I'm getting hassle here for saying British Isles, and you want me to start calling it, you want me to start talking about the Commonwealth. My word. My goodness me. If the UK breaks up and there's no more Great Britain, then we'll need a new name for it. Can't be the British Isles if there's no Britain. I mean, presumably it can. Like, Europe isn't a country, but that bunch of land is called Europe, isn't it? That could just be the name of the land that the countries are on top of. This has opened up a can of worms. Well, at least it's not a can of cold beans, because then you lot would be grumpy again. Oh, that's a lovely finish. Home Nations Challenge. That was the first thing I got told off for calling it. Because Ireland are not one of the home nations, apparently. Which I'm sure they used to be in, like, the Home Nations Cup thing. Why don't we just call it All England? That seems like the easiest solution, doesn't it? Historically, there's never been an issue with that. Just call it All England. Could have done a Six Nations. They played in it, but they're not a home nation. Oh, it's so complicated. Let's just call everything. Let's just get rid of flags and borders and just base it all on what flavour crisps you like. We're doing a save just for people who like salt and vinegar crisps. If you don't like salt and vinegar, this isn't for you. What flavour's blue? Cheese and onion. And well, it depends if you get Walkers. I mean, this is, now we're on to the serious topic. Forget all this political nonsense. The serious stuff. Why is it in Walkers, cheese and onion's blue and salt and vinegar's green, but if you get the supermarket own brand, it switches. And cheese and onion then becomes green, which I kind of think, we grew up on own brands. For me, cheese and onion should be green, salt and vinegar should be blue. But it's the opposite in Walkers, and that's always baffled me. Always baffled me. And then you go over to France and salt and vinegar's purple. The same colour as spaghetti bolognese flavour, which is apparently a more popular flavour of crisp in France than salt and vinegar because they were easier to find. As we know, because we accidentally bought spaghetti bolognese flavour while we were over there, thinking they were salt and vinegar. We liked them. Andy wasn't a fan. Blues, cheese and onion, says someone who's only ever lived on Walkers. You don't know what it's like to be poor, Adam. Salt and vinegar's purple here in Australia. I think salt and vinegar's purple most places. But salt and vinegar should be blue. Anyone who grew up on own brand crisps knows cheese and onion's green, salt and vinegar's blue. Here's a question. Walkers or Golden Wonder? I'm not a massive fan of either of them, to be honest. I prefer... oh, God. I've changed so much since I've just done the rant about being a poor kid who only had own brand. Now I'm going to tell you, these days I prefer a kettle chip. Oh, my... I've forgotten who I am, folks. I've forgotten who I am. Walker's screwed up the colours for everyone else. But you got to admit, kettle chips are pretty special. Seabrook are good as well. Is it Seabrook who do the ham flavour? I think it's Seabrook do a ham flavour that's really good. Ready salted and red, salt and vinegar blue, cheese and onion green, prawn cocktail pink, and there's the purple one. Yeah, Jamie knows crisps. I mean, he's got everything right there. Bev, can you tell us about where you go on holiday? I've heard of France, and if I recall from Apollon, you also summered in Greece once. I mean, summered in Greece is a really nice way to put it. We had a cheap package holiday to Zante once and didn't leave the resort. Apart from one time where we went out to get, I mean, it was all inclusive. We walked down the street a little bit to try and find an English newspaper. This was about 15 years ago, before we had internet on our phones abroad. So about halfway through the holiday, I just went to find an English newspaper so I could get the football scores. That was the only time we left the all-inclusive resort. So I don't think I met a Greek person while I was there. It was a proper English holiday. I might as well have gone to Benidorm. That sounds like a sitcom, I know. But it was cheap and it was warm and it was cool. I liked it. It was fun, but it was no different really than just going to Centre Parks. Other than the fact it was much cheaper than Centre Parks. Nothing says European holiday like a 3-day-old Daily Mirror. I know. You don't have to do it anymore though. Now we get roaming data everywhere. It's a revelation. The first time when we went to Disney last year, no, the year before now. God, COVID's a pain in the bum. Don't know if anyone's, there's my hot take. COVID's awkward. That's a rascal. But when we went to France, I hadn't been abroad for like 6 or 7 years. I was flabbergasted when I got there and my phone just switched over to French data and it was all as if nothing had ever happened. Roaming data, wonderful stuff. Didn't need to buy a French newspaper or an English newspaper in France. No, I don't want to end the meeting. I mean, I'm offering trials to all of these, even the ones who have got clubs. Just to get some trials in, really. Come on, just all of you and you come. Splendid. Someone in Greece might be the most generous statement ever. Definitely. But yeah, in my former life as a married family man, we did all of the very stereotypical British package holidays. We did Mallorca, we did Tenerife, we did Zante. We went through, we ran the gamut of places you go for your all-inclusive holiday that all look the same. Brexit. So there's no data roaming anymore. Oh, for God's sake. Really? There must be a way to sort that out. Or else there'll be no vlogs the next time I go abroad. This hotel Wi-Fi is invariably trash. How can you say Zante looks like Mallorca? Because it's the same hotel in two different places. You know, it's... I guess if you don't sleep on the coach from the airport to the resort, you might notice some slight differences. But if you're not leaving the resort, if you're not leaving the hotel complex, They do all look the same. They look like Butlins, but with good weather. And maybe a better pool. I work for EE. Roaming in Europe hasn't changed and won't be for the next 4 years. Cool. Foreign holiday resorts now the cage of the British. It's an art. Yeah, make sure there's bacon, egg and bacon at breakfast. Make sure there's plenty of free local beer. And that's pretty much it. Don't worry about sun cream. We'll all burn. What the hell? Hold on. Why have we gone back to a 442 here? This is how little you... This is how much you lot have distracted me. Oh, and have I submitted the team? I don't think I've submitted the team, have I? Team selection. Why can't I change it? Ah. Local culture. Do I look Spanish to you? Oh, God. Oh, well, it's only the cup. It's not a big deal. We'll switch back to the diamond for the next game. Why don't foreign countries have proper sausages? They're always the horrid hot dog type ones. I mean, I bet the Germans love to hear that. I suggest you go to Germany and say, guys, why don't you have proper sausages here? They will love it. I went to Butlins about 3 years ago. It was like I was on holiday in Heathrow Terminal 5. Doodle Pit Beagles. Do I have a face for Muir in my home save? Probably. Sorry, Mr. Stark. Why did Kev pick Hanetli? Because we started unemployed and we got offered the Hanetli and Port Talbot job, and we did a poll and people voted for this lot. Lanelli as Google Maps as Google Translate said I'm allowed to call it. Any chance for a morning stream to keep me occupied during work? Afraid not. You just have to watch the videos. There's plenty of content for you. Shady, how long have you been in and you didn't realise the save has changed? Dun, 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 dun. Spent one day in Skegness Butlins and left the next day, never to return. I haven't been to Skegness. I have been to Skegness. I haven't been to Butlins since I was a kid. But I don't know. How does Butlins compare to Centre Parks? Because they were both places I hadn't been to since I was a kid, but we went to Centre Parks 2-3 years ago, whenever it was now. I can't even... Time doesn't mean anything anymore, does it? And it was really nice. So I wondered if everywhere's had an upgrade or if just Centre Parks has had an upgrade in the last 25 years. That shows you have a mod who doesn't read your Twitter, watch your YouTube videos or turn up on time. Yeah, but he gives me like 300 quid a month, so I let him off. Isn't Butlins just a dirty Centre Parks? Centre Parks is middle class bliss. That's probably why I enjoyed it so much. Shady was building Lego because we all forget Shady is actually a 9-year-old who uses his mum's credit card to do gifted subs. Just as long as I don't find out and stop it, Shady, I'm comfortable with it. Just keep it coming. Butlins is terrible compared to Centre Parks. Okay. I know Centre Parks is expensive. So we looked at going back. Because when we went, it was a influencer trip. So we didn't pay for it. And I didn't realise quite how expensive it was until we went to rebook. We were only there for a weekend. And to redo... Before lockdown 3 happened, we were looking at maybe doing a weekend or a week this month. Just to go and do something a little bit different. And it was going to cost us like more than it would cost to go to Disneyland. Olaf Melbeard. What a name, and thank you for the sub. Building Lego with Alfie. Lego is fun, Shady, I agree. We've conceded a late goal again, which we seem to... 2 late goals. That one was disallowed. Too expensive for what it is. I guess I don't know. It's difficult. Because I suppose if you were to go and do all that stuff as individual days out, I don't really know. I can't really figure out where it sits on the value scale of things. Centre Parks has less neck tat. Oh my word. How do you become a mod? By being in the stream loads and me getting to know you. Or you can just be shady and shortcut that by throwing cash at me all the time. Because I mean, the one we stayed in, it was awesome. We had a pool table in the it was like a 4-bed house. There was a pool table. We had a private sauna. It was awesome. But I mean, it would have cost about $3,000 for the weekend, I should think. Well, that's us out of this silly cup. Butlins is good in Skegness as you can get a bus into Fantasy Island with Rise. See, Fantasy Island, I can't stand. Andy makes us go there. I hate it. It's the only theme park I've ever been to that's got a Bookies in it. And there's like 3 Ladbrokes around Fantasy Island. It's baffling. Why do you need a kids theme park thing with a Ladbrokes? Can you not wait until you get home to put your bet on? I don't really understand why people would go to Centre Parks when you could probably go to most of Europe and beyond for a week for that money. I mean, Brexit happened, so there's your answer to that question. Does it mean I was extra poor that I never even had a Butlins holiday? I don't think so. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, no. There we go. We got away with it. I don't think I ever slept at Butlins. I think we just went there for a day. Don't forget the tattoo places in Fantasy Island itself. Absolutely. Can you imagine going to Disneyland and there being a Ladbrokes and a tattoo shop? It would be a completely different experience, wouldn't it? The most magical place on earth. Now you can get your knuckles tattooed while you're here. Don't worry, you can wash it down with some warm lager. Where is Fantasy Island? It's in Skegness and it is an absolute toll. Did anyone ever go to Pontins as a kid? I think we drove past Pontins. I don't think we ever went to Pontins. The thing is, if you go to the other side of the Wash, it's amazing. I don't know that I don't know you could explain any of the East Coast seaside resorts as amazing. Great Yarmouth is about as close as you get to amazing. Great Yarmouth is pretty cool. I like Great Yarmouth. But Hunstanton and all that, Cromer, that's kind of opposite Skegness, isn't it? All them. I mean, being someone who grew up in the East, I've been to all of these places. How is this happening? We're rubbish in this 442. Wasn't Fantasy Island that program with the midget from James Bond? I don't understand. Great Yarmouth is just good because Dr. Benji lives there. Oh, I forgot about that. Great Yarmouth's rubbish too. Skegness is all right in small doses. Andy really wants to go and like have a proper holiday there and stay in one of the caravans, and I'm not having it. I'm not going to Skegness in a caravan. Right. Let's get back to the diamond that actually worked. Because that was a disaster. At least we're not in the cup anymore, though. We can focus on the league. That was our goal. But you like Dr. Benji invites you to win the showdown over and over. Because there'd be uproar if you didn't. He has me in reluctantly. It'd be like Formula One not letting Lewis Hamilton in if they didn't let me in the showdown. It would make no sense. People would riot. Am I in the showdown next weekend? No one's been announced for the showdown next weekend yet, have they? What is this club called? Hold the phone, boys and girls. Full name, please. There was a longer name than that on here. I saw a really long name. Where's the really long name gone? One of the screens had a really long name on it. Fergie's been sacked by Posh. Shall I apply? Imagine if I end up there for a third time this year. I think people would probably stop watching at that point. Mablethorpe I find easier than Skirg. Mablethorpe's all right. We rarely ventured that far north. So it's Cambrian and Clydac Vale Boys and Girls Club. It's a long name. There it is. That's where I saw the long one. Elliot Lewis has suffered a significant setback in his attitude lately. Oh, let's release him then. Oh, he's a 5-star player. Probably won't release him. Or a 5-star potential player. He's never going to make it because he's a grumpus. Big old grumpus. He has got hair. Let's sign him. How on earth has he ended up there? What a career path. I need to know his story. Surely he's just married a Welsh girl, hasn't he? Go to training, mentoring, ask assistant to sort out mentoring. There you go. Don't know if he's included in it. I'm not invested enough in his development to check. Bangor have load of random Italians because of their owners. Okay. That explains that. Maybe I should go there. Cardiff Metropolitan University is a long Wales club name. I think Scotland will do well in the Euros. Do well in general or do well for Scotland? Need that clarifying. I think they're probably two different things. Right, back to the diamond. Pump those fists. Let's do a football. Let's show everybody how good we are. Because we are closing in on the top half of the table, which is all we needed to do this year, finishing the top half. I missed my youth intake. I don't think I did. It might have been that stupid youth intake preview that I never read. But it wasn't the proper youth intake. The youth intake preview is a waste of space. I don't really get what it's there for. Do well for Scotland. I think they've already done well for Scotland by qualifying. So yeah, they're overachieving. Any tips for a journeyman save? I don't know. What sort of tips do you want? Don't get too attached to any of your clubs, I guess. Be prepared to move on. What has he done to everyone else, by the way? No one likes him. Loads of other FM YouTubers love that preview. Yeah, but they're all nerds, aren't they? Don't judge anything by what them lot like. They all support Liverpool. Every single one of them seems to support Liverpool. Bunch of weirdos. They heard one of them, just like with the Liverpool thing, they just heard one of them like it, so now they all like it. They heard one, oh, he supports Liverpool. Let's all support Liverpool. Oh dear. They'll all be wearing suits next. Fraud, down and dupe and Man United. They're not YouTubers, are they? Someone said YouTubers. Do either of them make YouTube content? What they were, Twitchingtons. Tom supports Lincoln. That's like the opposite. Yeah, that's why Tom's weird. Kev has a great relationship with other FM YouTubers. I mean, I don't want to get too close to him, or else it'd feel bad constantly destroying them in the Streamer Showdown. Got to keep them at a distance. Don't want to... You know, it's like if you're beating a puppy up, it's better if you don't know the puppy. That's how I feel about it. It's like beating up a puppy. Have I won the Streamer Showdown before? Have I won the Streamer Showdown before? Can we answer that using any emotes that you might be able to find? Yeah. Good old Kevy 4 times. I win when I want. Sometimes I let someone else have a go. I let Zealand win once. I felt sorry for him. If you never won the showdown in your new house, though, will that make a difference? Are you Dan, the press conference guy from the start of this stream? It's like one of his questions. I've not played in a showdown from this house either. I've not actually watched a showdown in this house because when the... who won the last one? Because when the last one was on, I didn't even have internet, so I didn't even watch it. Second yellow card. Okay. Okay. So who's that? Who in the also rans who've picked up just the one pathetic win? Timothy asterisk because he cheated to win. Zealand because I let him win. Second yellow card because I didn't have internet, so someone else had to win. Has anyone else won? Oh, Manny, of course, because he was afraid to play in it against me. He won because I wasn't in it. Manny asterisk, who I then battered the time we played each other. I remember. Yeah, the only way Manny would agree to play in it is if I agreed not to. Then he got his win, and then he got his beating. And then you've not seen him since, have you? Oh my word, what was that? That's top tier goalkeeping right there. Streamer Showdown once a year. Streamer Showdown is it ended up being about once a month last year, didn't it? So there's one, is it next weekend or the weekend after? There's one soon. I imagine it'll run roughly monthly again this year. I think that's the plan. As I've said many times, don't expect me to be in many of them because with Anna's work schedule now, she works every other weekend. She often finishes late. So finding a week where I'm available from 6:30 on a Thursday and available on Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be hard for me to fit showdowns in this year. So I'm hoping to become Kevy 5 times at some point, but we'll see. We are throwing this game away through some spectacularly poor goalkeeping. Might need to rethink this diamond before Sunday night stream. Oh, for God's sake. We were 4-1 up. Three terrible examples of goalkeeping. I'm baffled. Can we just go back and watch the goals? So this was, we were 4-1 up at this point. This was the goal to make it 4-2. Okay, the keeper's unlucky there. Should we have a look at another one? This was the goal to make it 4-3. Getting a bit annoyed with you now, Mr. Goalkeeper. Should we have a look at the one that made it 4-4? Well. That's where our problem is then. You, Joe. Joey No Beard, as we're going to call you from now on. Rubbish. Let's grab a late winner, because that's what we deserve. Joey No Hands. Oh, there's an open goal there. Ah, what was that? Oh my word. I mean, we can release him, but do we have a better one? I mean, we must have a better one. Where is he? Where is he? Joe. Just to throw my water bottle at him. Looked down and uninspired. Who cares? That was pathetic. What have we got in goal? Apparently he's our one good goalkeeper. Well, I think we're going to do one more game this evening, folks, because I want to end on a win. I thought that was going to be it. Oh, a cash injection. Lovely stuff. Still in debt, but at least it's a cash injection. I started with Untitled 2. Just won the league in the second season. Also, have you seen how much Elfi is on? Oh my word, he is on a lot of money. He needs to get gone, doesn't he? Look at his attributes. He's not even a goalkeeper. I mean, these are just numbers. They're meaningless. They mean nothing to me. The loan window's closed. We can't do anything until the window opens in January now. Look at the graph on the right. He's fast. It's good to have a fast goalkeeper. That's what we want. I can do a better job as a goalkeeper. I am a very good goalkeeper. Right, we're going to win this last game anyway. Attributes of a nerd. Exactly. Alfie Price has got a grumpy on. Who'd have thought it? Come on, we're going to win this last game. Pontypridd. Isn't that where Fireman Sam was from? Is that where Fireman Sam was from? I haven't seen Fireman Sam for years. I mean, this was a stream where I started managing a Welsh club. If you thought I wasn't going to bring up Fireman Sam, you don't know me very well. Can I just point out that Shady, my mod, is just joined the stream on a raid from one of my other mods. Gotta get some new mods. What is going on here? Must get some new mods.
The underscore shady
Pontypandy, where Fireman Sam is from. Okay.
To Degamo 1013. They have given 531 gifts.
That's not how you say Pontypridd. Well, how do you say it then? Because that one, it doesn't look like any other way to say it. Not my fault you changed the time you stream. I mean, in response to that, you haven't streamed for like 14 years. So that bit's kind of your fault. You could have streamed at like 2 in the morning. Now you're back. Now you decided to stream again for a few weeks. The game against Pontypridd has been postponed because of Welsh things, so we're going to play Undy instead as our Pontypridd. See, now we're getting different. We've got Pontypridd. Ow. Or Pontypridd. Prith, not Prid. Pontypridd. Did someone just do a sub? Thank you for the gifted sub, Shady. I always have nice things to say about you. You're a hero. What are my thoughts on Ipswich? It's too far away from the rest of civilization, just like everywhere out there in Norfolk and Suffolk. Counties without motorways are weird and need dealing with. Or do you mean the football team? That means a football club in Wales named Undy. They're Undy, not Undies. It's not a good way of saying the sound, but it's the best you can really type. I mean, this is a complicated language. So how do you say Undy? Is that right? Or has that got a secret Q in it or something? Undy Athletic. Oh, it's amazing. DD is its own letter in the Welsh alphabet. My word. So complicated. Unnecessarily so. Everyone should just speak English. Much easier that way. What's my opinion on Peterborough's season so far? It's been all right. Very stop-start. but I think if we can get a run of games together where we don't have to keep stopping for COVID or whatever else we might be stopping for, I think we've got a pretty good chance of getting promoted. Welsh do not call Pontypridd Ponty. What? Oh, someone else said they do. Undy is right, as Welsh just call Pontypridd Ponty. I'm going to call him Ponty now. Can you at least name your next stream Learning Welsh with Kev? I don't know. I don't know that there's going to be as much interest in me learning Welsh as there is in me playing Football Manager. I have something of a niche, and obscure languages probably doesn't come under my niche. Undy is wrong. It's Gwundy in Welsh. My goodness me. There's no G there. There's no G there. I am enjoying the new Save Kanga, even though we're rubbish. And apparently everything is said differently. I thought sticking to the British Isles, not allowed to call it the British Isles, I thought sticking to the British Isles, I'd at least be able to pronounce most things. I may as well have gone to the Czech Republic. Kev slams the Welsh. I'm not slamming them. I'm confused. Ah. Why can't you say British Isles? I got told off on Twitter for saying it. Who have I gone with? I have to moisten everything to be able to try and say it. Llanelli. That's where we got to. Just as the English saying Leicester when it's written Leicester. Yeah, but that's right, innit? Because I'm English, so I get that. I understand that. We need to show Kev that video. What video? What? I don't understand. If this is something if this is something that's gone viral, youths have watched it. I don't know about it. I haven't got a clue. Welsh is completely phonetic, unlike English. I mean, you just tried to tell me there's a G in this word. I don't think we have equal definitions of what phonetic means. Come on, boys. Perhaps that's why we're struggling. They can't understand me when I'm doing the team talks and stuff. I mean, I need to get my big buddy Andy Legg to do the team talks for me. It's because you English can't spell Welsh words. I mean, just why don't you just try using the letters? Why do you need more letters? I mean, I think most English speakers will fully acknowledge we've got at least one too many letters. You certainly didn't need to add more. It's unnecessary. We've got too many. You don't need any more. Get rid of some of them. It's simple. Get rid of loads of... We'll get rid of Q because it's not needed for anything. Ah! Come on, boys. We're going attacking. Attacking is the answer. We took away letters and replaced them. Oh, my word. I give up. How's the diet going? Lovely. Weigh-in day tomorrow. So that's why I'm looking so svelte. Weigh-in day tomorrow. Had a McDonald's for tea today. So, you know, taking it seriously as ever. That'll be the way this week's video starts. Yeah, so I lost 18 pounds this week. And I had a McDonald's for tea the night before weigh-in. Kev wins at weight loss. Or there won't be a video because I'll have gained weight. Who the hell is Scott Smith? 28-year-old. Not very good. Ah, Garden Village. Nice. We've just got too many strikers. He's just going to play in midfield and he'll like it. How is Scott Smith Welsh with an English name? Is it an English name? It's just a normal name. I as that one was coming out of my mouth, I was like, that's not quite what I mean. I wouldn't necessarily say it's really English. I've never met a Scott Smith. That could just as easily be American or Australian. It's all so confusing. 5 unbeaten. That snuck up on me. We only won one of them, but 5 unbeaten. We're turning it around. Beautiful stuff. Smith is such a common surname. Yeah, it's not a particularly English surname, is it? Smith is everywhere. Scott Smith is someone who works with Scots. Beautiful. Right, boys and girls, we are going to end the stream there because I need to be up early in the morning. So I need to go and get my beauty sleep. You don't get to look this good and this youthful at the grand old age of 38 without getting your beauty sleep. So that's my secret. That and a good moisturizer. That's why I look so young and sexy. So we're going to raid somebody. Who shall we raid? Sponis is on! We're raiding Sponis. Haven't raided Sponis for ages. Go and have fun with Sponis, boys and girls. I'll see you back here Sunday night, 7 p.m. We're going to have a lovely, lovely time learning Welsh with Kev. Now go and learn Greek with Sponis. Toodle pip, folks. Bye.